Mic test. Good. Hey guys.
Yo.
Hey.
No lift today, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw that.
Damn Corona. Ruining everybody's plans. Because I was supposed to go to Disney World next month. But they canceled that trip. And then to lose the internship because of it fucking sucks. I don't know. I think those are really hard.
Really sucks.
I think those are really hard to get.
I mean, hopefully it's more like a postponement than just like straight canceling, because that would blow.
Yeah. The mouse ain't happy about losing all this money.
But yeah, just a couple minutes ago, the artist working on that piece for Django just sent me that work in progress there.
That looks cool. How's work there, Analara? That's not, really there. How was that meeting? You had a meeting today, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I just taught the old ladies how to use Zoom, and then let them do their own thing.
How to use Zoom.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have contact with my students easily because I teach the oldest grade, so they're like middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So they have Google Docs and emails and everything. So I could just send them their stuff through email and deal with them that way. But the other teachers, they have like, grade 1s, 2s, 3s. They don't have email or anything. And like the kindergartens, so they need to figure out a way to teach or kind of have like a online classroom so that, we can still get paid for the 2 weeks without having to add an extra 2 weeks in the summer. So that's sort of the reason why we're doing all of this. It's so, we can still get paid and the parents still feel like, their kids are going to school or at least learning something. Yeah. So I just teach them how to set up a Zoom classroom, and then they invite their kids for like half an hour a day, give them their work and stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like up in the air for my office whether we're gonna close or not. They keep talking about it, but nothing's really happening. I think they're just waiting for someone to get sick before they close.
Is the Zoom classroom, is that like a separate thing than just like the Zoom that you use for like conferences? Or is it just the same program?
It's literally the same thing. Yeah. I'm just telling them to use the basic version with the meetings because they've extended it because of, the whole thing. So you can use the free version, and I think all the kids can just go on. And it really depends on the parents, right? Because if the parents don't want them to do it, then the kids have no way to set it up.
So my mom has some questions because she's a teacher.
And our school just decided that we won't be back at least until May 1st. So I have Zoom. I did a conference with teachers today because I had an IEP conference. If I invite my students through their parents' email, that's how you set that up with your Zoom classroom?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Our principal is going to email the parents about them setting up an account, And then every time when the teachers are about to start their, I guess, classroom meeting with the students, they send that link to all the parents, and the parents know, like, okay, 9 a.m., we're going to check for this link. And then they all click into it, and it should work.
Okay. Well, I learned about setting up Zoom yesterday, so here we go.
So with Zoom, if your school system hasn't taken advantage of the free premium or pro packages that they're offering to schools, you're only going to be able to do Zoom meetings of 40 minutes or less. That's just something to keep in mind, I guess. So I know right now Zoom is offering that, but your school, company, IT department, or whatever has to actually sign up for it to make sure that your meetings, because our company was a paid or school system or whatever is a paid Zoom thing, but we only have 5 premium seats, so only 5 users can host Zoom meetings for over 40 minutes at a time, which is, you know, enough time, I guess, to run a class, but it's also just not enough time to run a class, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. I don't know if your school system does Google, but Google Meet allows you to make persistent meeting rooms that allow screen sharing. And if the kids already have Google accounts, they don't have to download any extra software or anything. Whereas with Zoom, you have to download like a client or whatever that gets booted up when you click on the Zoom link. So I don't know. But there's enough options that we could probably switch over to online schooling for forever if we had to. So, anyways, yeah.
Thank you all.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, sorry I'm running a little bit late. I was finishing up notes that I thought I would have time to work on. Yeah. Anyways, because I'm also setting up a whole school system for stuff. Why is server deafened?
Server deafened.
That's weird. That's not definite. Okay, there we go. Probably something they did earlier in their ghetto game.
Maybe red.
Dang, ghetto game.
I mean, come on.
You are
streaming.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Let's play the music really loud then. So.
Who's the
I just.
What?
Who the what?
The stream
The
is
art.
for mature audiences.
Oh, game art?
Are you mature? You don't feel
I
welcome?
don't know. Looks like Sandara if she wasn't stuck as a halfling.
I don't know what to tell you.
Isn't that
if you don't feel
misfortune or
welcome.
whatever?
I don't know. I just saw it on my art station.
It's good. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Are we missing one?
Lift.
Oh, man. You know
Lift
what?
won't be here.
We're down 2 people, right? Because
captain won't be here?
Bubbles already said
Right.
that he's down because he's got a sign for his house tonight.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
And then we're down Lift because Lift is driving all the way to Florida to rescue someone from Disneyland, which sounds like the 3rd Zombieland movie plot, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
watch
it is a zombie like time right now.
I guess. All right. Well, down by 2. Cool. We'll just go on without him because I don't want to wait another week to play Skull Shackles. Appreciate everybody's patience during these strange times, but we're living through a historical event, and that's something. So, 2 weeks ago, you guys decided to swing into Shenshu Bay in the nation of Cho Tzu. There you became, as you do, quickly embroiled in the events transpiring in the region, which is to say, a banana famine / crisis. The people of Cho Tzu love bananas, but the bananas have been making the people very sick. Symptoms include mania, violence, and just overall erratic, dangerous behavior. You haven't followed too much up on the symptoms of banana fever, right? Well, bananity, I think. I don't know. Banana insanity just
banana insanity.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too many syllables. I think bananity is pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this banana insanity that's been infecting everyone has crippled the import-export economy of Cho Tzu. Now, Cho Tzu is ancient and wealthy and very powerful, despite being a very small nation. They are protected by ancestral / ancient dragon turtles who have sworn a pact to protect the original Crocan settlers who left their home and headed east and settled on this fine mass of land. Over the intervening centuries, they became obsessed with the 12 spiritual animals that they feel are the greatest animals and represent the greatest attributes of all living things. And the whole culture was built around living a successful life so that you could afford the very expensive ritual of reincarnating when you die as one of these 12 animals. So the nation itself is divided into 12 houses based on these 12 animals, with normal Crocan, as seen in this picture over here on the bottom right, are the 13th class citizen. They're as bad as it gets. Being a regular Crocan means that you're a big screw up, or you have yet to prove yourself and essentially ascend into one of the greater animal forms. Now, you guys have a crew that would make any furry fan excited. You have crabs, you have sharks, you have, cat folks, monkeys, apes, dragons, you got it all. You even have a Crocan on your ship. So, sailing into this place, you were able to kind of quickly, because we ignored language barriers, kind of insert yourself into the culture, and staying close to the docks district where the language barrier wouldn't be as much of an issue. You were recruited by local police investigator to look into this crisis. He needs a small specialized team of foreigners to help him crack the case of the crazy bananas. You guys have agreed to split into 2 teams. This works out even better because 2 of us aren't here tonight. We will say that they went with the other team so that I don't gotta run 2 level 8 characters. I like that a lot.
Wait, we're level 8 now?
I wish we were level 8.
Level 7 characters.
Too late.
It's too late. You cannot take it back.
Oh, all right. Well, it's been a fun campaign. And this is where it ends.
Well,
Cool.
if you wanted, I could run Bubbles. I know how to play a bard.
Now, Bubbles and Lift are going to go with the other team. That's how we're going to handle it. But in exchange, you may bring 2 NPCs who will not be stuck on the B team. These are 2 NPCs that you could actually use in combat if you needed to. So make your... This is, some dodgeball shit right here. You got to make your smart picks here. Who are the 2...
I don't remember who's slotted.
You don't have any were-rats anymore since you framed them as banana smugglers and had them arrested.
I think we had... I know we had...
Oh, and then paid extra money to a crooked guard to make sure that they were killed and essentially fed to sharks.
Yep.
Magic sharks?
To make absolutely sure
I want to
they're
deal with
dead.
them no more. I know we
don't
have
remember
Aldfaer.
that second part.
So Owlbear's one, Phipps is one.
So slotted we have Phipps, Sandara, Tarina, Owlbear, and Vitur.
Yeah.
So
Do we
the
want, like,
ones left
Aldfaer
over.
and Sandara?
Yeah, Owlbear is there. Sandara is there. We could. So the strongest ones that we could take that are not slotted, we have Alphonse. We have Pigo, who's a fighting force. We have Knight. We have Mitch, Spring Danish, Plume. I don't think Shivaka wants to come. Rosie. And we're not taking Josha. Josha has to stay on the show.
Okay. So, who would you like to bring in place of the captain and the druid?
Okay, well, we lost a tank, so let's bring Alphonse.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
want to bring Alphonse?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Okay.
Okay. Works for
And
me.
then we lost, I guess, another tank, a damage sponge. Someone that always dies. How much HP does Pigo have? Is he roughly the same as Bubbles?
No, just pick somebody who can pick somebody up.
Rosie?
Yeah.
I'd recommend Gree, but he's dead, so I won't.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rosie is a bard. Rosie can be a bard.
I feel like it's too soon on that, bringing up that he's dead. So
Listen, I tried. I tried to save him.
Okay,
all right.
let's bring Al and Rosie.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. So Alphonse and Rosie.
What you saying
Man,
what the
Rosie
fuck
hasn't
for?
gotten play in a long
Mike.
time.
The fuck what?
Rosie Cuswell. Her and her 22 hit points reporting for duty. All right. Alphonse, however, is actually pretty strong. So that's a good pick. He's also immune to some spells, but he doesn't know which spells he's immune to.
Hopefully, all of them.
No.
Look, it's
all
not the
right.
size of the hit points that matters. It's how you use it.
There you go. All right. So we'll get rid of Bubbles and we'll get rid of Lift. We'll say that they're making sure the other team's investigation is going well. All right. When we left off, you had gone to the Garden of Spring, I believe. There you were supposed to meet with a particular individual. Does anybody remember the name of this individual?
Okay, fine. We have to meet the contact of the Shrine of Spring. The creature we are supposed to summon is the Goi Kashu,
Correct.
a beautiful woman with the lower body of a deer. You did not tell us the name, unless Goi Kashu is the name.
Nope, that is the species. All right, so I'll bring you over to that map. There we go.
What a nice looking map.
It's so beautiful. All right, the gazebo, or whatever the equivalent is, pagoda, question mark, is at the far side of the park. Even at night, you see beautiful fey spirits kind of flitting about, as well as adorable koi fish making their way through the ponds. It is lovely here, relaxing. Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Oh, with the water around, I would like to summon out Levy and the blue turtle.
Okay.
just so they could have a swim.
Sure. Let's see. Sploosh. And sploosh.
For a second, I was like, "Oh shit, you can summon more than one at once," but then I remembered that was just your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This turtle. All right.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'll remind them that we are here in place of Guo Ling, who needs us to meet a powerful faith spirit. So let's head on over.
Wait, how do I get down? It looks like there's a ledge.
What do you mean? From your current location? Yeah, they're just natural stone steps. Yep.
So what are we here for again?
We're gonna
jeez.
we're gonna summon some old lady.
Yeah, they're supposed to tell us how to solve this banana crisis.
No.
And he starts like smoothing back his eyebrows.
Cause cute old lady. Yeah.
Exactly. He's got to make himself presentery.
You think if I say I'm sorry to Shivaka and give her all this stuff she wants, she'll forgive me?
Fuck no.
I don't know who Shivaka is, but probably not. Women
What's
are
that?
I'm gonna tell the blue turtle to go have a swim.
Oh. Okay.
Is this like a bench?
All right. Let me check that blue turtle perception real quick. Okay.
He's dead.
Is this a bench over here? Yes.
Oh, a bench.
Oh.
So you can either cross here, which would require a bit of balance. You could cross here, which you will get wet. Or you can just straight up swim across, which will get very wet and probably kind of slimy from algae and stuff.
Does the
Unless
lower
you-
path count as difficult
down there.
terrain?
It does, because you'll be wading through water.
And then the upper path requires checks.
Correct.
I feel most natural in water, so I don't see a big problem.
Unless you're trained in acrobatics, then you can just easily hop across, no problem.
Can I look in the water and see if there's anything in there? So, because I might want to swim if there's nothing in there.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a perception. All right. Do you have a bright light source, or are you relying on the ambient moonlight?
I do have dark vision, but that's about it.
Dark vision without light sources. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, other than the fish, I mean, you don't see anything lurking in the depths of this pool or pond.
And this is too shallow to swim at all, right? So it would still be difficult terrain, even if
it would just
swim
be
speed.
Yeah, it'd be well. I mean, you could straight up lay down and swim if you wanted to. That's fine.
I'll just put Rosie on my back and swim, I guess.
Okay.
Rosie's a Selkie.
Oh, okay. Well, she can swim herself then.
All right.
I don't want to get wet. I'm just gonna go across this bridge here.
You gonna be able to balance on that, old timer?
Listen, you little. Yes, I'll be fine.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
I am in fact proficient in acrobatics.
Oh,
So
then
I
you just prance
skip
across.
my
Yeah.
way over.
See, I told you. Stupid cat.
And then I
All
dip
right.
my toes into the water.
All right, you splash down and start making your way across. Feels good. This is beautiful water. All right. It is about the time that you would be halfway across this area that you would start hearing a splashy sound. So if you are intending to cross, do so now. There you go. You kind of going first, Claxmus, feeling out the danger?
Yeah.
All right. You hear a cry for help coming from whence you came. Splashing to the top of the water, you hear "Blue Turtle" as it is assaulted by attackers. It is attacked 3 times. I'm sorry. It is attacked 6 times? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay. I'm gonna assume that
It's
there's
fine.
nothing left. Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it cries out "Blue Turtle" as it is completely just shredded and devoured. Looking over, you see hideous turtle-like creatures. They have sort of a concave bowl on their head that is formed from their head. It's a very disturbing creature. I have a full body shot of it because it's so gross looking. I'll post it in the chat real quick. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, the creature is small, maybe the size of a goblin, or a little bit bigger than a halfling. It is a turtle, but it's sort of like hunchbacked and emaciated a bit. It has long, spindly limbs and a little curly tail coming out the back. Its head has a long turkey-like neck and a almost vulture-like beak. And then it has that weird bowl that sort of sloshes full of water. The creatures are hostile, and they turn their beady red eyes upon you. And that is when you realize that there are many of these creatures. So go ahead and roll up into some of that initiative.
How tall are these cliffs? Would we be able to see Blue Turtle getting assaulted, or is it?
I think you would have just heard, from your current vantage point, you would have heard him. He's a little guy, and he was down in the water.
Yeah.
So you would have just heard him cry for help. Yeah. All right. I think that's everybody. I always forget to roll some of the monsters into initiative. All right. And let me roll your sweet baby NPCs in. Here we go. 1. And where is... Oh, there he is. I think that he would not feel comfortable trying to skip along those rocks. So he would probably be going this way and just sort of sloshing through the water. All right. Well, let's put on a little bit more exciting music. Then we'll go ahead and jump into this thing. Let's see.
I just whispered to Rosie, I'm not going to lie. I kind of expected that.
I mean, it's a beautiful map. It'd be a dishonor not to have some cool combat on it. All right. Starting at the top of the order, we got some kappas for you. And so I know that kappas are from Japanese mythology, and this is supposed to be Magic China, but it's also supposed to be Western European fantasy, and we use all kinds of stuff for it. So, it's all good. Bursting forth from the pond, you see a Toitle. The turtle is pretty speedy. Oh yeah. With like trails of water kind of speedboating on either side of it, it makes its way towards the shore and launches itself up and out at Django. All right, Django, here it comes. Nice. It is going to try to grapple you. Despite being a small creature, Kappas are expert wrestlers. It is treated as 2 sizes larger than itself when it is grappling. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, here's the first attack and the second attack. Holy shit!
Yep, those both hit.
All right. You take 8 slashing and 8 slashing. He has grappled you with both claws, and then he just does like a backwards pile driver, skabloosh, into the pond. Kappas can move at full speed when grappling because of their expert wrestling. And you are now underwater with the Kappa.
I guess everyone just hears and splash into the water.
All right. Hell
Well,
yeah.
cats didn't like water. What are you doing?
Let's see. Snuggy, you're pretty high up. Let's see if these guys can reach you or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Let me do this real quick. All right. So, kind of jumping out of the water like Free Willy is another one of these Kappas, and it is going to try and grab a hold of this sweet old man that you have befriended. Here we go. 1 and a 2. Oh man. All right. It misses with both attacks, and it flops onto the land next to you, and you see the water in its bowl sloshing back and forth as it kind of continuously sways. These Kappa, they're like fighting game characters. Like they never stay still. They're always sort of like in like some kind of idle fighting stance. So I know it would have been awesome if I had animated tokens for that, but you gotta just mind's eye theater it.
Just
all right.
Stop like that. You're making my knees hurt.
Django, you're up.
All right. I want to attempt to escape from the grapple.
Okay, so it is 5th edition, so you are able to hold your breath for 500 years, as long as you're conscious. As soon as you are unconscious, that's where it gets real bad and you start drowning. All right, so you're going to use your acrobatics to try to break free? All right, breaking a grapple is an action. Go for it. Oh, yeah. Okay. The DC was only a 14, so yeah, you managed to bust free.
And, okay. Bust free, and then I will go ahead and use my movement to swim back to shore.
Okay, you're about 15 feet below the water at this point. Because of your dramatic backwards pile driver dive. Do you use a disengage? Did you disengage or no?
All right, I'll go ahead and burn my bonus action to disengage then.
All right, you disengage, and then you. What's your swim speed? Do you have a swim speed?
Swimmer, so it's equal to my movement speed.
All right, fantastic. So you swim to the surface, and then use your tabaxi climb speed to climb the hell out of there. Okay.
And yep, I believe that does it.
That is your turn, Claximus. You're up.
I will bonus action rage.
All right, you get a bonus action.
40.
Okay. And what is your passive perception there, Claximus?
It is 13.
Okay. Does anyone have a passive perception of 19 or higher?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Let's see.
Not anymore.
Let's see. 30. I will go ahead and move up one more. And recklessly attack with my anchor axe. it will be normal since I am at max range.
Okay. Okay, got it. Go for it. Oh
19 and
yeah.
19.
19 and 19 both hit.
All right, and we'll get an additional 7. I didn't do the rage damage, so sorry about that. But
No worries. We can math it out. So it's plus 2
15
per one, right? Or
Yeah,
is-
per one. So we got 15,
Okay.
and then we got 11, bringing it 26, so 30 points of damage.
All right. 30 points of damage. It is bloodied.
Okay, and that is my turn.
All right. Analora, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna tell Rosie to get inland, and I'm gonna move inland a little bit too.
Okay.
Can I still see this guy, or is he too deep underwater now? that
He
I'm
is
inside?
15 feet underwater, currently, and you are up on a ledge there. I would say the ledge is only about, we'll say, 5 feet up from the water where you currently are. So yeah, you should be able to see him. I would definitely give him some kind of bonus to his armor class.
Well, I can see this guy perfectly in front of Snuggly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Levy to shoot that one. 12.
12. The attack bounces off his turtle shell.
Okay, and then I will cast Mirror Image.
Okay. Which we now have a token or a status marker for. So you can just punch in the number of mirror images you have. All right. That brings us to Kappa number 16. Okay.
It's a rage button.
Yes. All right. So we'll do this. All right, Django. There is an explosion of water to your left, and another one of these creatures comes out of the water. It did have to use its dash action to reach you, though. So that's its turn. Snuggly, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hanging tough with a blur spell. Got it. All right. Calaximus, you feel something swim up directly below you because underwater. What elevation are you at in the water, by the way?
I would have gone, I guess, enough to match the current guys.
So you'd be 15 feet down?
Yeah, 15 feet down.
Okay. All right. Since you are down there, you can see the one that's swimming up from below you. You see another one over here. Wait, sorry. You see another one over here.
Okay.
And you see another one over here.
Okay.
All right. So the one that's swimming up below you is going to go ahead and attack. Were you reckless on your turn?
I was.
All right. Here we go. 1 and a 2.
All right, the first one.
All right,
hits.
so it's 23 for 8 slashing. Its attacks are not considered magical weapons. It is going to start pulling you even further down. This is a very deep pond. So with the rest of its movement, which is 30 more, it's going to pull you all the way to the bottom of the pond.
Okay.
The pond is, let's see, it's 40 feet deep. All right. So you are 40 feet down at the bottom of the pond with this thing grappling you. And that brings us to Rosie. Is anybody controlling Rosie, or do you guys want me to do it?
I'll move her then.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Unless, yeah, you could do it.
All right. Let's see. While taking a short rest, she can inspire. Otherwise, she could assume her seal form and that and that. I thought she had spells. I don't see any spells on her character sheet though. That's kind of weird.
She has. I thought she used healing word once.
Yeah. Okay. I may have grabbed the wrong or assigned the wrong character sheet. It's fine. I'll make it work. Let's see. I'll open another bard character sheet and just run off of both of them. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. She had a Tabaxi bard character sheet. There's like 3 or 4 different bard character sheets in 5e for some reason. Like everybody that writes an adventure decides how their bard's going to work differently than some other bard. Man, she sees everybody getting defensive over here, but she actually wants to like do something. She also sees that these creatures are pretty strong. And she doesn't have a lot of concentration spells, believe it or not, with her particular NPC spell list. So she's going to... She has to touch somebody to give them heroism. Alright. I think Django is too far away. So she will give Alphonse heroism. There we go. Sweet. Actually, she'll use the 2nd level spell, and she'll do it to herself as well. So her and him both get heroism, which I don't think gets used enough for me to actually have a thing for it. That's kind of wild. Okay. We'll just do this shield. Alright, sweet. And that was her action, and then she's going to use the rest of her movement to step back up onto shore. And that will be her turn.
They also get temp HP, right?
Yeah, that's how heroism works. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't just cast it just to say I was doing something. They gain temp HP equal to her spellcasting modifier at the start of each of their turns, which is why they haven't gained it. Yeah, they haven't gained it yet. But it's like a low-powered regenerate, basically. So at the start of each of their turns, they'll get 3 hit points, basically. Yeah. Alright, Kappa number 8. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna sneaky sneak. Okay. So let's see. And Alright, you hear a sploosh behind you on Allura, and you see that one of them has launched up out of the water and landed on the ledge. It is a small creature, but menacing. And it looks over at you, its claws opening and closing, its body constantly shifting in place. It did have to use its dash action to reach you. Alphonse is up. Alphonse, let's get this bard out of here. There we go. Alphonse, he wants to help his friends, but he's also a big suit of armor. Let's see, he's got a speed of 30. Man, alright, he just doesn't know what to do. He's just a kid. He looks to you, Annalora. What should I do?
Go towards Django. Go help Django.
Okay. And you just hear him clank, 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 clank. And then he like looks around, thinks real hard, and then he clank, 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 clank. Makes it the rest of the way over. And that is his turn. Alright. Kappa number 7. Let's see. Claxus is pretty far down, so this bad boy is going to swim. Yeah, that works. It's gonna swim to the shore, launch itself out. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, not so good. All right. It launches itself out and then has to slowly crawl because it did not do very well on its athletics check. So it moves up out of the water, but it cannot reach anybody, so it is going to take the dodge action. All right. This Kappa back here is going to swim on over. Let's see.
Fucking dodge icon gets me every time.
All right, Alphonse. One of them out of the water behind him, but it is also dodging. And then finally, this last one is going to. It has plenty of movement here. It is going to sploosh up out of the water, land next to Snuggly, and attack from flank. You know how blur works. Do I have to do anything special?
Disadvantage.
All right, so disadvantage, but with a +2 bonus from flank. Got it. Here we go. First attack and second attack. I believe a 14 does not hit you.
Correct.
All right, then that is their turn. That is a lot of Kappas. All right.
You guys just knock it off.
Django, you are up. Oh, wait, sorry. No, the they have 22 and 21 are up. Then you're up. My bad. All right, your little buddy that you abandoned down there, he's going to try for it again. He's going to leap up out of the water, try to grab you and pull you back down. Here we go.
I told you I'm not interested. I'm already spoken for.
15 does not hit, I don't think. But a 25.
Nope, anything?
25 does.
Yeah, 25 would, though, yeah.
All right, that's going to be 11 slashing damage. And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to dive back in the water with you. It does not provoke. Yeah, it does not provoke opportunity attacks, though. Because it is force movement. All right, so you are back under the water, about 15 feet from the, the fall and the dive. All right, so that would be your new status, I guess. That brings us to this Kappa right here with Snuggly. Same deal, disadvantage with a +2 from the flank. 17?
The second one will hit me.
All right, you take the hit.
Yes.
All right, you take 9 points of slashing damage. You are grappled, and he is going to jump in there and swim down to the bottom with you. All right, so you are 40 feet down at the bottom of this pond. And there's a bunch of tokens I have to keep adding. Also, you gotta do a concentration check, I guess, against the 9 damage. All right, you make it. Now it's Django's turn. Django, seems just like last round. We're back where we started.
Yep. All right, so I will go ahead and attempt to escape the grapple once again.
Okay. Give me a new acrobatics check. All right. You barely break free with a 15, but you are once again free and 15 feet underwater.
All right, this time I want to go ahead and attempt to do a melee attack with my rapier on the one that had grabbed me.
Because you have a swim speed, there's no penalty to using your weapon underwater, because 5th edition rules are very simple. So go for it. Cool. That is definitely going to hit. All right, takes 13 points of damage.
Remember
yeah, you are swashbuckler. Swashbuckler. That's something happens right now. Django.
Yep.
Buckle your squashes.
Sneak attack. Ah.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's
Yes.
it's super fucking dead. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's
all right.
Sure.
As I see it sink to the bottom, I just sort of like give it the finger and then start swimming my way back to the surface.
All right. Fair enough. you swim back to the surface. You have 15 feet of movement left or more, depending on if you use your tabaxi speed or not.
Alright, I'll go ahead. 5, 10, 15.
Okay. Claximus, you're up.
Okay. I will recklessly attack the one that has me grappled.
Fair enough. Those both hit.
All right. And then we'll add in the... So we got
Those are beefy hits.
15 from the first, 14 from the second, and then an additional 9 on top of that.
So 38?
38, yep. And then in Aquan, I'm just going to tell this turtle to let me go.
Okay. I feel like they should speak Aquan, even though they don't. In Aquan, it will reply to you,
1,000 apologies, but my job was clear. Kill any who seek to speak with a traitor.
Okay. As long as you're okay with me killing.
You can understand the situation.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, I got you. You're doing your job. I'm gonna do my job.
Most assuredly, I am not okay with you killing me, but I am understanding of your position as one who wishes to live.
Fair enough.
all right. Since you are still grappled, your speed is 0. You're just chilling at the bottom of this pond. Anna Laura, you're up.
I'm gonna move up there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna yell out, Django, would you like to float in the air so you're safer? Or are you okay then?
Whatever you think will work is fine for me, Miss Anna Laura, as long as I don't have to get back in the fucking water again.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Levitate on Django.
Alright.
So if he allows it, he is going to float 20 feet.
I will gladly allow it.
20 feet is a good amount, I say, with my jump calculator open.
All right.
I had somebody, what was it, Monday? They were like flying above the ground and like a fucking centaur was like, cool, I'm like 8 feet tall using a 10-foot spear. Poke. Yeah. Alright, 20 feet up is a good amount. Anything else from Anna Laura?
Yes, Levy will shoot this one.
Okay.
13.
Is it concentration for levitate?
Yeah, Levitate is.
Okay. And not concentration for mirror image, right?
Nope. I double
Okay.
checked.
All right. So 13 does not hit.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Kappa number 16. Yeah, I mean, they'll beat up a suit of armor. That's fine. They, you know, a job's a job. Here we go. With a +2. Oh, yeah. So they start shredding this Alphonse. Let's see. He had some temp HP. That does soak some of it. And he is resistant to attacks that are not made with magical or adamantian weapons. So he's got that going for him. So they just start shredding him. You just see sparks kind of fly from their claws as they do so. And even though they are tiny, and he is, or not tiny, but small, and he's a big boy. He's definitely a Jeremy Crawford medium. This one grabs him and skabloosh dives down into the water, and they just sink out of sight. All right, Snuggly, you're up or down. Yeah.
All right. So what this turtle hears is what I was saying was
stop that. Just get out of here.
And I cast Dissonant Whisper.
Oh, okay. Wisdom saving throw. Here we go.
Yep.
14.
That is a fail.
All right. So lay it on me. I know he's got to run away. I'm just trying to remember. He's got to run away from you or all of your allies?
He has to run away just specifically from me.
Okay, fair enough. And he takes a decent psychic damage, of which he is not resistant. He's going to swim. This is his full movement, so he's going to swim under the bridge and then over this way. You may make a reaction attack against him if you have Warcaster or a melee weapon.
Oh, that's true. Let me
You always
check.
have a melee weapon.
Oh, wait, here's an important question. Does he let go of the grapple on a Dissonant Whisper? I mean, he's afraid of you.
So he wants to get
afraid.
Yeah, it would be counterintuitive for him to drag you with him. Yeah.
I'll let you have him bring me with him if next turn he also still needs to run away. Because I'm going to use common sense here, and we'll just say that he would let go of you and run away. Yeah. All right. Keep going. All right. I'll whip him, I guess. Well, that's going to be disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, free attack's a free attack.
Yeah.
Unless you want to save your reaction for something else.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, that's a damn good disadvantage. 22. He takes 12 more damage and is bloodied.
And stay gone.
Well done. All right,
I
you have movement
25
now.
feet towards the surface.
Okay. All right, that brings us to this Kappa over here with Clax. Here we go. 1 and a 2.
Second one will hit.
Okay. And that is its turn. It will just maintain its grapple, and I guess just for like, you know, shits and giggles, it's just gonna drag you through the muck.
Oh, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's just gonna swim around in like a circle, just sort of dragging you through the muck and the sludge at the bottom of the place,
man.
sort of grinding your face into it, the whole deal.
A mineral breath? You shouldn't have.
Rosie, she gains 3 temp HP, and then she yells over to Ana Laura. Is this a fight where I should be using like everything I've got, or should I be holding back?
I don't think you need to use everything, but you probably do want to make sure you're safe.
Can't use it if you're dead.
Wise words. Alright, then in that case, she will... nothing's grouped together anymore. Alright, she's gonna move closer to Ana Laura. There we go. And then... Man, she gets the bad feeling that she's about to get shredded by these dudes. You know what? She's actually going to take a dodge action. Alright. So that brings us to this guy who is in fact going to try and shred her. So he rushes up, and it will be at disadvantage. Here we go. 1 and a 2.
Oof.
All right. She's glad that she dodged, but unfortunately a 19 is going to hit her. So she takes 9 points of damage. Is grappled. Has to make a Constitution save. Well, she does. And then with its remaining movement, which on land is terrible, because it's got to balance its bowl. Don't want to slash down that water. It starts dragging her towards the water. All right, so that'll be its turn. This one right here only got a 25 speed, but it is enough to get there. It will attack this thing. right here.
That's on my shoulder.
Yeah, why not? I mean, all right.
All right.
It's been shooting stuff. Okay. 13 and 19. I believe the 19's gonna hit.
19 hits. Yep.
10 damage. And it is grappled, so it will. It's his now. It's gonna take it. Yeah. All right. Is this tiny? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then it's gonna be in the space with him, I guess, because it's so small. All right. That brings us to. Oops. Rosie went. Let's see. Who else is up? Oh. Rosie. Alphonse is supposed to go. So Alphonse is underwater. He is just going to pound on the dude that's got him. Here we go. Let's see. With his fists. Neither of them gets through the creature's shell. Alright, fair enough. That brings us back to land, where we've got another Kappa. That would be this Kappa right here. It is going to rush up to Django. And it is going to lower its head like American football player, and it's just going to charge you
Now,
with its head.
remember, I'm 20 feet in the air right now.
Oh, poop. You're right. All right, it's going to lower its head, and it's going to charge. Yeah, you did. It's going to charge on Allura then. Here we go. So 2 claw attacks. 1. And 2. As it lowers its head for the charge, it kind of realizes its mistake and it quickly raises its head so as not to lose any of its water. Okay. 6. Does that hit, or does it hit one of your duplicates?
It hits me, but it doesn't hit me. So I don't lose any duplicates, and it doesn't hit my AC.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to. Let's see. There's so many of them. Okay, number 5 is up. Number 5 is all the way up there, and there's nobody to fight. Oh, all right. It's gonna waddle up to the shoreline here, and you are what, 25 out of 40, so you're like 15 feet from the surface.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna jump on you.
Well, shit.
All right. Yeah, the first one is gonna hit nat 20, as he kind of cannonballs right on top of the old man. Let's see what happens. Let's see. These are slashing. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. Oof. All right. As you're swimming towards the surface, the razor-sharp shell of this creature just smashes into your face. You take a lot of damage. Maintain your spell, because consummate professional. So you take 4.
He should have had disadvantage on attacking me then.
Oh, because of the blur. You're right.
Yeah.
Then none of this happened. So 14, I don't think hits. So it splooshes down, and where it thought you were, it just sort of kind of lands. Yeah, it lands in the water next to you. All right. Well done. Well done. That brings us to.
Just a correction from earlier. It did hit one of my duplicates.
Okay.
So I took one off. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Where's the last one? Oh, this one has done swing away, right? It can act again? Because Dissonant Whispers is just that one reaction.
Be that one turn.
Fair enough. All right, in the water, it's got a 40-foot speed, so it will swim up and attack you. It will be at disadvantage because of blur.
Well, now I swum up 15. No, I swum up 25 feet. So
there's no Pythagorean theorem in Dungeons and Dragons.
Ain't no angles. Ain't no angles.
Yeah.
In Dungeons and
Ain't no
Dragons?
angles. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if we had angles up and down, people would start wondering why you can move so fast diagonally on the ground.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
A lot
Okay.
of people do 5 and then 10 and then 5 and then 10.
Oh, this ain't Pathfinder. Those days are over. All right. So a miss and a miss because of blur. Otherwise, they both would have hit. That brings us to Django, 20 feet up in the air via levitate. What are you gonna do?
All right, let's see. I'll take. Let's see here. I want to take a shot with my pistol at this one that's got hold of Rosie.
Okay.
13.
Ooh. All right. There's a spark as it kind of ting off the creature's shell, but does not penetrate.
All right, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action on the offhand, take another shot at it.
Okay. That'll
Much better.
hit.
All right. Now,
That's a real critical hit.
do
Let's
I
see
get
what
a sneak
happens.
attack on this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Double the sneak attack.
Actually, it is quadruple damage.
It's dead.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think it's dead.
If you are curious what the math would be, you could certainly roll for it, but you will inevitably kill it. So,
No, that's okay. We don't have to do that.
all right. Yeah. So you just kind of blow its head clean off its body with that second shot. Rosie waves at you. Very thankful to not be dragged off to be murdered underwater. All right. Anything else from Django?
Then let's see. Here. Then I'll just go ahead my movement to sort of like float myself over here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Clax, you're up.
I will recklessly attack the guy who has a hold of me.
All right.
22.
22 hits, 8 damage.
Still going.
Yeah.
We'll add that radiant.
All right, that'll finish him off. There's an explosion of radiant damage, and it is dead.
All right.
Man, last time I ran one of these, it swam off with Butterfinger's fouet or whatever. Remember that guy? Oh man, it's a long time
With my
ago.
40 movement, I should be able to get there.
Sure.
And then I'll just continue my attack.
All right.
I see Claxmus and I say,
It's 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
All right. Analora, you're up.
Question: if you are grappling a creature and you're pushed away, does that break the grapple, or
Yeah,
is the
force
creature
movement.
pulled
Force
with
movement
you?
will break the grapple, which is like another thing that it wouldn't have been able to pull him along with Dissonant Whispers beyond the ridiculousness
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
So bonus action, Levy is gonna, with disadvantage, try to shoot this thing.
Okay. Doesn't hit.
Nope. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay. That is a Constitution save from these guys.
Yep, and that'll also hit Levy.
Okay. All right. What's the damage?
11.
All right. Half damage if you made the
So-
save.
Yep, and if you fail, you're pushed 10 feet.
All right. So that one's pushed because it failed. This one stands its ground and takes half damage.
Yep.
All right.
6 damage.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. Kappa down there with Alphonse. Here we go. 1 and a 2. I feel like the 2 of them are just going to be down there forever. Let's see. It got a fumble, though. Maybe that will change things. Let's see. Broke a nail. If this attack was made with a claw, and it was, you were unable to use it again. Well, that's some bullshit. For 1d4 rounds. Oh my god. Significant. Okay. Yeah, that'll be that. Okay. That brings us to Snuggly.
Alright, I'm gonna look at that one that swam back to attack me a second time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, which means,
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
and I cast Dissonant Whispers on him again.
Alright, here we go. He runs away again. You and Claximus may both make opportunity attacks against him. He's gonna mix it up this time, though. He's gonna swim... No, he probably wants to stay in... Yeah, he's gonna swim this way this time.
He runs immediately.
He uses a reaction.
He uses
Yeah,
his reaction.
that's how the spell works.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is my
That's a good spell.
does reckless attack still?
It's a super good spell.
Does that go into my? Is it still my turn technically?
Oh shit, I should have anticipated. I'll roll that again.
You're asking if reckless attack carries over to opportunity attacks?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I can post it and read it. That might help me.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. It can only be triggered on your own turn. Yeah, it only gives you advantage for your turn. Disadvantage lasts until your next turn.
So,
Okay.
17?
17 is just enough. And apparently the greatest whipmaster ever, even underwater, has managed to land a hit as well. So 6 damage.
21 total.
21 damage total. Got it. Okay.
Including
Plus
my Dissonant Whisper damage.
All right. You guys kill it as it goes to flee.
Damn. Does not
That's
get
what he
far.
gets for not paying attention.
You a badass wizard, that's for sure. All right.
Nobody respects their elders anymore.
Anything else from Snuggly?
I'm still right next to that other one. So that'll be it.
Okay. Let's see. This one on land. Right? No, it's Rosie's turn. All right. Rosie is going to use Vicious Mockery on Michelangelo right here. So he's got to do a Wisdom saving throw. He fails, and I guess he would take 2d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on his next attack. All right. Sweet. I can't remember what is disadvantage. Is it this guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, cool. So that is her turn. She's not going to be dodging anymore. That brings us to this Kappa, who is dead. That brings us to your robot, who is underwater. He can't seem to hit it, and it can't seem to hit him. All right, this thing right here. It looks at its prize, this weird dragony creature, and it looks at this group of ladies, and it definitely wants to upgrade to a group of ladies. So it is going to let go of Levy in favor of trying to attack on Allura. So the first attack is at disadvantage. And the second attack.
Okay.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay.
What's the first attack?
It
8?
is an 8.
I don't see the second one.
I know I haven't hit it yet because you said, like in a really loud way that interrupted what I was doing. So I thought you needed to do something before I rolled the second attack.
No.
Okay. I'm going to continue playing D&D. All right, cool. Here's the second attack. That is 20. Let's see if it hits you or your
hits
things.
Me.
Oh, so mirror image doesn't protect you against 20s?
Well, I got a 1, so it hits me.
Damn. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see. These are slashing claws. So right across the eyebrows, double damage as normal. Target is blinded until the end of its next turn. You also take 16 points of damage. As critical hits go, that is pretty tame.
As
but you are
reaction. I want to use my repulsion shield.
Okay.
So it is forced to 15 feet away from me.
All right. All right, so as its claws kind of dig into your hair, as it kind of slashes at your face, your shield goes off and it is blasted backwards, tearing some chunks of hair with it. It is unable to drag you along for the ride. All right, let's see. It hasn't taken a move yet, so it will rush back at you. All right, this one over here sees the fun and is going to rush over an attack from a flank. Here we go. First attack, 19, and second attack, 24.
So first one hits the duplicate, and second one hits me.
All right, so 10 points of slashing damage. All right, down underwater, this one is going to swim up. No, it doesn't need to swim up. It's right next to you. So snugly, here we go. 2 attacks, 1 and a 2. Both of them miss. All right, Django, top of the round.
All right. I'll go ahead and take a pistol shot at this one.
Okay.
Nice!
That is another critical hit. Let's see what happens. Let's see. This is piercing. Give me an athletics check.
All right.
All right. Because you passed the athletics check, it is another quadruple damage critical.
And sneak attack damage.
Oh, wait. Triple damage. If it was a melee attack, make an athletics check. My bad. But go ahead and still add some more damage to it. So you're going to add another... God, Jesus. All right. You're going to add another 46. So click it again. Or just hit up and enter, and it'll do it again. And then you get to add another D8. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think you might have killed it anyways. Let's see. First to 15, and then another 28 on top of that. Yep, you killed it.
I give it a thumbs up.
Alright.
You're good up there.
Anything else from Django?
Cats can't fly. Alright, I'll go ahead and use my bonus action offhand attack, take a shot at this one.
Okay. Alright, that one sort of sparks off its shell. But still 2 one-shot criticals. Impressive. Anything else from Django?
let's go ahead and move back over here, and that's...
All right. Claximus, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna stow my anchor axe, and I'm gonna grab it.
Okay. All right. With advantage because you're raging. Oh yeah, you grab him.
Then I'm going to drag him 10 feet away from Snuggly. I guess upwards. How far were we up? We're 25 away, 15 away from the top of the water.
15 feet from the top. Yeah.
Okay, so we're now 5 feet from the top, and you should still be down there. And then with my second attack, I'm just gonna punch him in the face. Recklessly.
Okay. Okay.
How the tides have turned.
Let's see. It's slashing, right, from your claw?
Yep.
Okay. That is maximum damage.
Eee.
So d6, that would actually be 12 plus 4, so that'd be 16 plus 2 would be 18 plus another 6 or 24 points of damage.
Oh, okay,
Plus your what is it? Your radiant ability, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be another.
Yeah, minus 4 from that 9. I don't think I get my
Right.
level modifier with that one.
Okay. So it'd be another 6 on top of that. It is bloodied.
Choo. And that's my turn.
And that's your turn. Okay. Analora, you're up.
All right, so this one's not grappling Levy anymore, right? I think, yeah, he let go.
Right, correct.
So I'm gonna have Levy move here.
Okay.
So still stay in range, and then I will Thunder Wave one more time.
Okay.
So con save.
Mm-hmm. Fails, takes the full amount.
And he's pushed 10 feet, and then Levy will bonus action shoot him. Pushing him another 5 feet.
All right, it falls back and splooshes down into the water.
Bloop.
So 20 points of damage.
All right, it is bloodied.
And then I'm just gonna move back a little.
All right, let's see. Okay, the most pointless battle ever happens beneath the water. Snuggly, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna swim up. All right, so I'm gonna swim out 5 feet, up to the surface,
Okay.
and then over 5 feet. So that should be 5. Yeah, so I should be able to do that. So I'm gonna be 10 feet away from the turtle man on the top of the water, and then I'm gonna hit him with my whip. Or maybe I'm just not gonna hit him with my whip.
Yeah, you whip the hell out of the surface of the water, but does not hit the kappa.
I'm too used to the water resistance.
I guess with my other 5 feet of movement, I will move 1 square closer to the shore.
You could stand on these lily pads if you want, since you're a small guy. You would not actually cause them to sink.
I will absolutely move to do that instead.
All right. Fair enough. Let's see. Rosie, seeing that everything is going your guys' way, but not wanting to get too close, is going to move next to Annalora and look around. She does not see your buddy anywhere. He is down under the water. You were told her to reserve her spells if she could, so she's going to do that. So yeah, she'll take the dodge action. Underwater, the endless battle continues. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Okay. And let's see. This guy. Meh. I mean, he had a job to do. Yeah. All right. Now that he's in the water, he's going to use that insano swim speed and just try to swim away. So he's going to move and dash. All right. That brings us to the one that's next to you guys. He is going to fight it out. So, because he's kind of in a pickle right here. Claximus, he will attack you. Here we go.
First one's a hit.
All right. With that hit, he is going to, I don't know, maybe drag you up onto land. That'd be kind of hype.
I grappled him. He has no movement.
Oh, you grappled him, and he grappled you. Okay. Then you guys just hold each other.
Look at the sea bros just hugging down there.
Yeah, it is the shape of water, but like the one that they did not release in theaters. So, the one with the turtle and the crab. Okay. That is it then. He's got you right where he wants you. Django, you're up.
Don't forget about the endless battle that happens next to you, away from this endless battle that's happening next to Snuggly.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my movement and sort of like float over here and sort of look down in the water, see if I can see Al and whoever he's fighting against down there.
How are you propelling yourself?
You're farting.
You can't actually move while you're levitating unless you have some means of propulsion. I mean, if we cared about science, and we don't, every time you fired your gun, I should have probably had you float further off the fucking map. But
True.
yeah.
All right. So how about instead, I'll make my way towards the bridge here, and
But
I want to sort of like stop about halfway
again,
across.
you can't move while you're in the effects of levitate.
I mean, he can move himself to the ground and then walk, right?
Oh, true. Yeah, you can lower yourself
All
back
right,
down if you
okay.
want to.
Alright, so instead I'll go ahead and lower myself back down to feet. So that's 20 feet of movement to do that.
I think Annalora actually controls his levitation. The target can move only by pushing or pulling against fixed object or surface within reach, which allows it to move as if climbing. You, being the caster, can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn. If you are the target... if you are the target,
Yeah.
but it's again saying you though, being the spellcaster, you can move up or down as part of your movement. Otherwise, you can use an action to move the target. Yeah, so when you cast Levitate on other people, they don't have agency.
This is a good chance, Django, to use your pirate training with your grappling hook, but it will be an action.
There you go.
It will be an action.
Yeah.
So instead of him getting propelled away when he shoots his gun, I rather enjoy the idea of it spins him around.
That's what I was headcanoning, is that he's such a skilled gunslinger that he just like shoots and then does like a pirouette and then shoots again and does another pirouette.
Oh no, I
looking
wasn't
like
thinking
Dante
spinning
from
around
Devil May
that way.
Cry
I was
doing
thinking
that.
spinning around vertically,
Oh, a little bit less cool, but yeah.
but way more entertaining. And then he has to time his subsequent shots when he's facing the right direction. It just spins up his speeds up his already spinning movement.
I would say that your gunplay has been sufficient, that if you would like to use a bonus action to fire your gun with the intent of propelling yourself in a certain direction, you could do that. Would you like to fire your gun to propel yourself?
Alright, Yes, I will. I want to try.
Otherwise, you're just sort of stuck there. Okay. All right. So you give me an attack roll with the gun. It can be your main attack, I guess. Yeah, that's a nice strong shot. So yeah, you could kind of float maybe, I don't know, we'll say like 20 feet. There you go.
Alright, I'll do. Alright, and then I sort of like look down into the water, see if I can see Al and whatever he's fighting against down there.
What is your passive perception?
15.
15's pretty good, but they've like kicked up a lot of mud down there at the bottom, so they're kind of in like a whole cloud down there at the bottom. You can take a blind shot in their general direction if you'd like. Or there is these guys right here that are closer to the surface. You could try to shoot at the one that Clax has.
Alright, I'll go ahead and, since he's holding himself pretty well, I'll go ahead and take a shot at this one that Clax has got.
Alright, fair enough. Using your second attack, you take a shot. No, it just kind of whizzes in the water past both of them and spins you around, I guess.
Yep,
or unless we've just invented, like, you know, gun propelled levitating, then I guess every time you fire a gun while levitating, you get to move a distance. I don't know. That seems like a whole system waiting to be explored. All right, Clax, you're up.
Okay.
Someone's shooting at you. Oh, I'm sure.
Recklessly, I will attack with my claw.
Do it. All right, 23. That is going to hit. And with the radiant damage, before you even roll it, I know that that's going to finish him off.
Okay.
Alrighty.
With my full 40 feet of movement, this bridge we have here, that's...
You can swim underneath it, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. That was, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like pillars of rock with like rocks laid across them, so you can definitely swim between those pillars.
Okay, and then I will get there.
All right, yeah, you see down at the bottom the big cloud of mud that is these two fighting it out in an eternal battle.
Okay, I will wave at Alphonse, be like, I'm on my way.
All right, yeah, he waves at you. And he's like, underwater, I'm doing it!
You sure are, buddy. You are.
All right. As he says that, this thing tries to attack him.
Oh,
you
might not be doing it no more now.
All right, so it pops him upside the face. Let's see what happens here. This is a slashy.
Wait, I thought he couldn't use his claw for like 1d4. Well, he has his other claw. So
oh, that was his first claw, yeah. But he can't do the second claw attack. Gets him right in the pauldron. Max damage and roll damage dice again. Oh man, that could have been for you, Ana Laura, but instead you just got blood in your eyes and then ignored being blind on your turn. Alright, let's see what we got. Max damage would be 2d4 and another 2d4. So 8 and 8, 16. Plus 4, 20 damage. And he's got temp HP. Alrighty. And then he gets his damage one more time. Oh, and he's resistant, yep. Alright, so in the end, he only takes 12 damage.
Damn.
And then he soaks some of it. Very nice. All right. Let's see. That brings us to Snuggly.
All right. I'm going to walk across these lily pads.
Okay.
Over towards that submerged stairway.
Okay. They kind of make flopping, flirping sounds as you walk across them.
That is all of my movement.
All right.
I'm going to start doing that thing you do before you do a standing long jump, where you like bend your knees and swing your fists.
Yeah.
So I'm starting that. I'm prepping myself for jumping across here.
Fair enough. All right. The lily pads react violently to your squats, but you are trained in acrobatics, so you keep your balance.
Stay still, you.
Let's see. Rosie will just dodge. Alphonse will go. Here we go. Whoop. And oh man, inspired by your arrival, Claximus, he grabs a hold of this Kappa, who has grabbed a hold of him, and he just pulls its head off of its body.
Nice.
It is pretty horrifying to witness. And with that, unless you are doggedly going to swim after the fleeing Kappa, you have ended this combat.
I will slowly let Django reach the floor.
All right.
Unless he wants to stay up there.
It's like if I said they all gone now.
Yeah. I will not let their bloodied remains ruin this perfect pond. I'm gonna take them out, swim around, put them onto the shore. That way, blood's just not pooling in this area.
All right, so I just looked it up on the jump calculator. My strength is... Oh shit, my strength's only...
I don't know what you said. You cut out the end.
Yeah, my strength is only 8, so I prep myself, and I attempt to do a standing long jump, and I only make it 4 feet before I fall into the water.
Fortunately, the weather is warm because the shackles, and you guys are able to sort of dry off in the evening breeze. Warm and wet, you can proceed further into the park.
Okay. Did you catch what I wanted to do with the dead bodies? Just checking.
I did. It's extremely respectful.
Thank you.
Are you stuffing them in like your bag of holding, or your treasure chest you carry on your back? Like,
what? I'll stick one in my treasure chest, but the rest of them I'm just gonna bring them to like the shore.
Okay.
And just put them on land. But I will stuff one in my treasure chest.
Okay.
Does my expertise in acrobatics allow me to cross the bridge here?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'd like to swim across.
Sounds good.
So, and the whole time I'm walking, I'm just sort of talking to myself like, Shivaka, I'm sorry. Does she want that? And like, look, I got you all your stuff, and look, I'm sorry about all that. And,
I'm just gonna pull Clax to the side for a bit. I'm gonna say, that new guy really likes Shivaka.
I mean, everybody has their thing. I mean, like, look at me and Sandara, and then look at Bubbles and everyone else, and then look at that time with Chicane. I'm not Chicane. What's his face? Fafnir, and then yeah, Citrine. Like, everybody got, it's a lonely world out there.
I just look at Al.
Yeah, he comes sloshing out of the water because he walked along the bottom of the pond and then had to climb 40 feet up out of the pond.
And then the water just like slosh. There's a fish.
As he gets out of the water, it just water goes everywhere. Fish flops out of his faceplate, and he kind of looks at all the mess that he's made and starts like awkwardly pulling pieces of pond kelp off of his armor.
Yeah, I was giving him a longing look until he came out and did all that, and then she just shakes her head. She's like, no, never mind.
Oh, I guess that one's not for you then.
No.
Give him a thumbs up and say, "Great job you did there, kid."
Yeah, he looks up at you. He gives you a thumbs up, but it's a thumbs down because he put his hand back on wrong because that fell off during the fight, and he kind of readjusts it. He has his left and his right mixed up. Eventually, he gets them figured out, and then he gives you a thumbs up.
I just smile and nod at him.
So I turn to Anwalek. She's the one with the brains. What do we have to do here again?
Yeah, what's the plan?
Hold on. She takes out her note. Okay, so we're here to meet Goi Kashu, a beautiful woman with the lower body of a deer. These are nature spirits, blah blah blah. They're pretty strong. They can use trees to teleport like a dragon. Meet the contact. I just wrote down we're supposed to meet the contact at the Shrine of Spring. So I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone there? Oh, we have to ring a bell. Each of the 4 shrines, they each feature a bell. I'm gonna tell Claximus, look for a bell.
Okay. I come up to the shrine, and then I look for a bell.
And I'll go ahead and follow right behind them.
If your intentions are pure when you ring the bell and your offering is appropriate, then sometimes creatures from the spirit realm will visit you.
Oh well, what is our?
So
would we have an offering?
I guess we could just offer money.
That doesn't sound right.
What the hell does a spirit got to do with arm money?
I'm gonna do.
I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna do a religion check, even though I don't train in religion.
Okay.
Diodario, come. No, he can't help me. This is just religion.
I thought he gave you proficiency in all knowledge skills.
Oh, okay. Then a 13.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he kind of looks around and he says, where are we, boss? Is this Crow-Ken?
Yeah.
I haven't really been paying attention.
Or is this? Cho Tzu.
Oh, Cho Tzu. Oh, yeah. You know, money is not exactly the worst idea.
Okay.
See, it's always money.
Okay.
Well, it's not always money, but the spirits around Cho Tzu, they tend to take after the mortals that they coexist with. The people of Cho Tzu, they're very monetarily focused people. So.
Okay. So. Money and my intentions, our intentions, are to find out what's causing the banana catastrophe, or whatever, the bananacy, the banana insanity.
I get the feeling, boss, that we're gonna crack this case long before the PR team comes up with a good name for what's happening.
Okay. A plunder, then? Is that? I don't learn a plunder.
Oof, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot, but
I don't know what
the captain's not here to say no.
As first mate, I say.
Boss, as a spirit myself, I would do a lot for a plunder, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, if you're going for that, sure.
What, do we just carry
at least that'll
2,000 gold worth of 1,000 gold worth of stuff around with us all the time?
No, but I do have 1,000 gold on me.
Hot damn.
Well, yeah, it's my idea.
I'm standing next to you.
So I put down 500,
okay.
and then you put down 500, or I can put down 1,000 too.
Wait. I thought you were gonna say you were gonna put down 1,000.
Look, I'm not exactly with Tamato, but that doesn't stop me from being greedy.
Okay, so you plop down 1,000 gold. Okay.
Okay, so Claximus, before we do this, let's make sure you're only trying to get the information that we need, right? You're not trying for anything else.
No, I'm doing the mission. The captain gave me a mission. The captain's one of my best friends. I don't want to do him wrong, and he left me in charge here. I just want to know, how do we stop the banana insanity? What's causing it?
As long as you don't pull a lift on us.
I'm just about to say, I feel like the Claximus that I met long ago on Dungar's ship, he would have pure intentions. I feel like this here Claximus has they've been corrupted a bit.
I feel the same way.
That Sandara woman's had her way with him one too many times. She's turned him into a beast.
Maybe Django's pure.
I just sort of raise
does
my
have
hand
pure
and
love.
say, I'll give it a shot.
Now, Django, he'd ask the spirit to like help him pick out like the right flowers for Shivaka.
That's
Yeah,
true.
she's
Too.
the blue lady.
You know who has the most
I've
purest
been-
intentions, I think?
Look,
I
I've
think
been with
Al
Shivaka
does.
long enough. I can tell you, I could bring her a whole garden full of fucking flowers, and it ain't gonna do nothing for her.
You know what?
Well, and that's the reason why you shouldn't be the one summoning a powerful Fey spirit, because you're a mess.
What about
We're
Al?
all a mess, darling. I don't know what you're talking about.
We all have our vices.
Hey,
Okay.
can I make? Can I investigate the fingers and see if I think they're gonna do something crazy?
Oh, like close on you and kill you if your intentions
Yeah.
aren't pure? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How would you like to begin? Just with an investigation?
Indeed, I would like to wander over to the thumb.
As you explore the area, there are a great many iridescent dragonflies about, which is unusual, but not crazy. Some of them are quite large, maybe the size of cats, like house cats. There's also an abundance of pink-winged wasps, which wasps are not normally active at night, so that is unusual. As far as like sediment displacement, the growth of mosses, flowers, indigenous animals making their homes, it does not seem that this hand has moved in any discernible recent time.
Good news, guys. I don't think we're gonna get crushed by this giant hand.
Look, I'll do it. Just move aside, crab cake.
Okay.
I pull.
Make
push-
sure you're
put my-
pure.
I mean, his intentions are
Take
pure,
deep-
right? Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Take a hold, and then pull it down to ring the bell.
Wait! Before you ring the bell, you want maybe to like, like rub one off? Like I could make some like croaking sounds by stand behind you and play me fiddle, and then, if then
Stop
you'd have
tempting
a
him, woman.
Rose,
you'd have a
corrupting him.
completely you'd have a
Stop tempting
completely.
him.
I just want him
You're
to go in
corrupting.
there with a clear mind.
His
I
mind
was
is
until
mindful.
you said something. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. It's Rosie's fault. I see.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Django, abort.
Too late now.
He
All
rang
right.
the bell.
All right. Wait a sec.
He already rang the
has
bell.
pulled
He
the
said
bell
he
yet?
rang the bell. He rang the bell.
Okay.
It's over.
All right. As you ring the bell, you see a very large wasp kind of fly down from a nearby tree. There are several swarms of these wasps in that same tree that are watching you with great interest. It flies under the roof of the gazebo/pagoda structure and over to Das Money. It lands on the money and begins to crawl over it and kind of investigate it with its adorable little antennae and all that. And then you watch as, one by one, it begins to eat all of the money.
I never knew gold tasted so good.
All right. It flops down, engorged by its meal, and makes kind of satisfied buzzing sounds.
This looks nothing like a dear lady, as he whispers to Analora.
Well, they said that they have the ability to change their shape into various insects.
Oh.
Okay. The wasp sort of, it doesn't have eyelids, but you're pretty sure it's going to sleep, Django.
I think the thing's going to sleep. It ate all the gold.
Ask it about the banana insanity. What are you doing? Get to it. Ask it. There's an order.
Okay, all right, I'll do it. Here we go.
No, not you, Jingle. I order you to.
Is this helping?
No, it's not helping.
No, you're doing the exact opposite of helping.
Oh.
Jango, ask the question about the banana insanity. That is an order.
Miss Analora, is something supposed to happen now? Cause it just looks like a bee ate all our money.
I don't know. I think she's the bee. Just ask it a question.
All right, I just take like a half a step forward and say, "Oh, great, Fae of springtime, we've made this generous offering to you. In return, we would like your assistance in knowing who is behind the, who's been plaguing the bananas of Cho Tzu."
There's a lot of wasps.
All right. The creature sort of languidly raises its antennas and looks up at you. And then you see it begin to shift and change form. And as it does, you see it assume the form of a medium-sized creature, which is... It could mean anything in 5th edition D&D, honestly. It has the lower body of a purple deer and the upper body of a, like, fey woman. So it kind of looks like that.
Ooh,
All right.
Like a sexy deer centaur.
As she does, I take off my hat and sort of like put it over my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And then bow my head to her.
Okay. She rubs her full belly, and she looks at you, and then she looks past you to your allies, and she says, "Greetings. I am Teng Tzu. You are not the dragon I was supposed to meet."
He has sent us in his place.
It is likely for the best. He would have been killed by the great many kappa that were sent against us. And she sort of motions towards the water in sort of an absent-minded kind of way. That is why I hid amongst the wasps. The kappa are no good climbing that high in a tree. Their water would spill and weaken them greatly. I watched your battle. You are quite strong.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you a spellcaster, a Wu Zhen?
Oh, me? No, I'm not. But the older one, and I point over my shoulder at Snuggly, he's a spellcaster.
But you commanded the thunder and flew through the air.
If flying through the air, that was Miss Analora, and I point over my shoulder at her. And the thunder, oh, you mean this, and I pat the holster at my side.
Yes, your wands that you called forth the thunder with. You are a great Wujian. And she kind of bows her head to you. But you have come seeking answers, and your offering was far beyond my expectations. I will help you. The creature that is doing this to you has many names, but she is a fell trickster, a fae, a kami of great evil. She has journeyed to this land after being driven away from the Kroken. But ever drawn to them, she has set up shop here, and with her lies and poisons corrupted members of the House of the Monkey into her service. This being's name is Tsuchigumo, the Dokufu. Seeing that, do you bluff like you know what's going on, or do you plainly be like, have the face like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about?
Yeah, it's like I want to act like I know, so I sort of like put my fingers on my chin, just sort of nod.
Okay, give me a deception check. Okay. She lets out a light, like ringing, like bell-like laughter, and she says, "You are a stranger in a strange land. You are no cat of this island. You are a stranger. You do not know the creature of which I speak. Do you know of the creature known as a spider?"
That I do know of.
The Dokufu is like a spider, a huntress of great hunger and cruelty. She has come to these lands to reproduce. She is using the favored food of its people to inseminate the population with her eggs. The insemination process drives the people insane, and within a few weeks, her babies will hatch from their bodies, eating their way from the inside out, killing the host completely.
And the whole time I just have this grossed out look on my face.
It is shameful that the House of the Monkey would betray the other houses in such a manner. But perhaps it is but a small splinter group. I do not know their reasons. I only know that she is a great and dangerous enemy, and I and my kind would be safer with her removed. That is why I agreed to give you this information. Because you are so generous in your offering, I will tell you where her lair is. Look past these fingers. See those mountains there? There is an old monastery, high atop that mountain. It is from there that she works her machinations against the people of Cho Tzu. As long as she lives, the people of Cho Tzu are in danger. If she is defeated, the magic that gives her unborn children life will be destroyed, and they will die inside their hosts. The insanity that comes with the parasite will fade, and their lives will be spared. If you do nothing, slowly, she will decimate the population of this island and fill it with her children. More as like, they will slowly spread to other islands, like a plague.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we can't let this island, this beautiful island, get overrun. Not after what we've seen.
I bet you're all glad that you stopped here now.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. It has been most invaluable.
Okay. She smiles at you warmly.
And I just sort of say under my breath and like, nah, me out with my girlfriend trouble.
I knew in your heart what you truly desired, but my desire to be rid of that foul creature was strong enough that I ignored protocol. For your great offering and your pure heart, I give you this. And she closes her hands and opens it, and there is a dragonfly. It is alive, but it is also made entirely of diamond.
Damn.
My eyes just go wide, and I just sort of lean in very closely to look at it.
It spreads its wings and takes flight and lands on your snoot.
I just sort of look cross-eyed at it.
The killer who has stolen your heart will not be able to resist this incredible oddity. Give it to her, and the bridge will be mended, and your love will be sustained.
Thank you, ma'am. Your help is most appreciated.
But still.
All right. With that, she kind of like curls up and slowly turns into like a furry ball, which then sprouts wings and legs, turns back into the wasp, and then flies away.
I need to learn that trick.
That'd be fancy.
If only Lift was here.
No,
He could turn into that.
No.
I turn around and then
he's
start
not.
doing like the Vince McMahon wide lip towards everyone.
Good job. And then I pat him on the back, and then I turned on the alarm. So we know what's affecting them. Is there anything they can, like, purify food and drink just to stem the flow? Do you think? Or, well, it won't matter because they just don't eat the bananas, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the only choice is to go as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we need to take care of this problem at the source. Because
Yeah.
what if they start just infecting all the other food too?
True. Well, let's head back, meet up with B Team back at the inn, and then I guess meet up with the Dragonborn, fill them in, and then see where we go from there.
Sounds good.
Feels good.
All right.
All right, back to the inn. Got it. Oh yeah, where the scene of the crime was.
Is there like an upstairs where we can meet away from the ears of people?
This is I think for the most part, this is a single floor establishment.
Okay.
It's got like a bathhouse. It's got a tavern, but it's not an inn per se. There are inns in the area if you wanted to stay at one of those.
We could just meet up in the bathhouse.
Okay.
Or we could all gather in that tiny little like outbuilding.
No.
All right, so you guys sneak into the bathhouse.
Isn't that the kitchen?
No, this
What,
is the
this
bathhouse.
right here?
This is the bathhouse.
This is the kitchen over here. There's
Oh,
food. and
why
stuff.
are there lids?
Why are there
Alright.
lids? To keep the water
Yeah.
from getting messed up.
To keep it warm, man, or it would just get cold.
Where they wash the dishes.
This isn't where they wash the dishes. I asked. They said this is the bathhouse.
Yeah, they would say that, wouldn't they?
Do you feel like they are taking advantage of you foreigners not understanding their customs, and they're having you use their dishwasher as as a hot tub? Is that what you're trying to say?
I can totally see that happening.
Is this tiger taking a bath?
It's
He
That
was.
Lift. That was Lift.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they're still off on their mission. They're still wrapped up in their whole thing. It's a whole thing that they're off on. So
Oh, so they're not gonna come meet us eventually, or
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like they'd probably be embroiled into this whole like shootout against like the local like monkey mafia. It's like a whole thing. Like Bubbles had to like go under cover. He got married to the mob. Like all kinds of shit's going on. They're having a totally different adventure.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait for Guo Ling at least then.
Okay.
All right, cat lady, you gotta get out of here.
Oh yeah, my bad. All right. So yeah, the other team is off on their mission. So let me get all
You
these
don't have to
jabrones
go
out of here.
home, but you can't stay here.
All right, and I guess I got to go grab your other two teammates from the Shrine of the Spring. All right, hold on. Because Alphonse is earning his keep today.
I mean,
He's
if
actually-
we want to be stealthier, I think they have like a cellar over there.
Yeah, they do have a cellar. If you wanted to sneak into their cellar and have a
Actually,
meeting.
it looks like they have two: a small entrance and then a larger entrance over there.
Look, that's obviously where they have the fires going to keep this water hot.
All right. So in the bathhouse, the very small bathhouse, which could be a brewery, but we're gonna call it a bathhouse. Yeah, I mean there is this area right here. You could go down this hatch if you wanted to. Did you arrange for a meeting time with Guo Ling, or are we just gonna say that you guys arranged for a meeting time with Guo Ling?
Well, I think he said to meet him back.
Sort of like
once-
hanging out at this place.
Well, I mean, there is this whole thing where he had to clean up like a big murder that happened, where a snake woman got exploded. So, eventually, he asks around about you, and they're like, "Yeah, they're in the place where we wash the dishes." And then he like looks confused, and then Ren Yun leans in, and he's like, "I told them it was a bathhouse." And then everyone inside laughs. Yuck, 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 yuck. And after wiping the tears from his eyes, Guo Ling puts on a serious face, and he, knocks on the door, and he's like, "Are you decent in there? I know that you are bathing because it is a bathhouse."
That's all right. Crab Cake doesn't wear clothes anyway.
All right, he steps in.
As he steps in, I slowly rotate back.
How did you fare at the Shrine of the Spring?
Fought some turtle dude, a fey creature, fed them a bunch of gold, found out about a lot of interesting information.
Yeah, I open up the chest and I show him the capital. These things.
A horrible creature. But some serviceable parts for alchemy.
I will take a look at it later.
I see you have a large armored friend. Hello there. Alphonse remains quiet and nods and slowly backs away. He falls down these stairs. Because he was backing away and he wasn't paying attention. He's got like an 8 dexterity. There we go. Alright, Guo Ling just sort of keeps his cool, and he says, while you were at the Shrine of the Spring, we were investigating the banana drop site. Well, your leader? Captain?
Captain Bubbles, yep.
He's been recruited into the monkey mafia.
Wait. Well,
He's deep undercover now.
That's super
Oh, those
dangerous.
guys are bad.
That's
I
super
heard
dangerous.
that they make you lick a toilet bowl clean before you can join.
Oh god.
The Beastmaster that you sent with him, he is posing as his pet monkey, which is, I'll be honest, a bit bizarre, but he seemed very excited about being a monkey on a monkey, joining a monkey mafia to learn more about monkeys.
It sounds
Does
like
that
him.
sound? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems about right.
It's part of the course.
If we discover anything, we'll certainly let you know. But please, what did you find out with your investigation?
Well, we discovered the source of the banana insanity. There is a creature, a spider, that is infecting the bananas with her offspring. And she has recruited the Monkey Clan into her service.
Okay. He cannot disguise his shock and disgust. Wait.
Before we get into that, what
Hmm?
do you know about those Kappa creatures?
Oh, they are a menace. Evil to the core, and they like to drag travelers down into the depths of their rivers and ponds. There they torment them and drown them and eventually eat them.
Building
They
off of
are
that.
they are cunning, but also stupid, and for some reason incredibly polite.
Yes. One
Do
let
they
me
have
know that
like
he
a-
was hired.
Like a leader?
Oh, I see. You feel that they were working for the spider.
I don't know. I feel like I would have a better insight on the situation if I heard what Claximus did, but I don't speak Aquan.
Well, the one that I fought said that it was his job to kill me. Well, not to kill me, but to kill anyone. Something about a traitor. I'm not. I have to do.
Oh, is that what he said? I wonder why he thought the Fey Spirit was a traitor.
Nah. I'm not super smart, so I didn't pay attention that much. I just killed him.
Wait. So the Kappa were working for a more powerful kami?
Yes.
Okay, and you believe that kami was the spider?
I turned to Anala. I was like, "What was the name?" Because I don't. I got like an 8 intelligence score here, man.
Tsuchigumo. Tsuchigumo.
Alright.
The
Tsuchigumo.
Dokufu.
Oh, his eyes go wide. That cannot be. That is a beast born out of legend. A nightmare in the flesh. She is said to have plagued the outlying villages of the Kroken homeland for Well, as long as any can remember.
Well, it sounds like she's planning to do the same thing here.
But in order to infect someone with her eggs, she must bite them.
Well, she's maybe biting bananas and then infecting the bananas, and then the bananas you bite into the banana, so you get infected.
Yeah, he makes like a sick face, and he kind of like grabs at his stomach a little bit.
Yeah, that was my reaction too.
Oh, don't tell me you've been sneaking bananas.
No, of course not.
I insight check him.
It is.
Oh, okay.
He would never eat those bananas. He's a man of the law.
Yeah, like this is an upstanding police officer. Do you think police officers ever do anything that they're not supposed to?
That's true. They're perfect individuals.
You see him wiping some sweat away from his brow off of that fucking nat 20 deception check. Whew. All right.
And then now I go into detail on what happens. What happens when he eats a banana. So you're gonna eat, if you eat the banana, you get infected with the banana insanity, right? And then a couple weeks time, little baby spiders will burst out of your fucking body.
Well, it is a very good thing that I have not had any bananas recently.
And there's no cure. Just kidding.
At all, huh?
Just kidding.
Oh.
We gotta,
Well, there is.
We gotta kill
we
the
just
lady.
gotta kill the spider lady first.
Well,
and that'll.
Can't we just pay the gods and the spirits for some greater restorations and call it a day?
Well,
Can
here's
you
the
afford
thing.
doing that?
That wouldn't really solve
For
the
the
banana
entire-
problem, though. Which is
Here's
what
the
you
thing.
wanted us to do.
She ain't gonna stop here. She's gonna infect everything, and it's just gonna be a whole mess.
Do you believe all of House Monkey is involved? We had suspicions when we ran into the monkey mafia.
Well, that's the
It
thing.
could be
It's
a
possible,
small splinter group.
but it is possible. Like here, I'm sure you know that there is quite a few things someone will do for money or power.
You hear a voice from Claximus's skull. And how?
Yeah, what person in the monkey clan would get the most, like gain the most out of all of this? It's like there's the guy who's in charge, but then there's the guy who really wants to be in charge. You get my drift.
Well, I've heard of this one really famous monkey. I don't know if you guys know him. His name's Fernando.
Oh, we know Fernando.
Wait, like personally?
Mm-hmm.
God, I am so jealous right now.
Wait! Guo Ling kind of like claps his hands together. I knew I recognized that captain. That's not Captain Bubbles. That's Fernando.
No, that's Fernando's brother.
Oh my God, you guys! Your captain is Fernando?
No,
What?
that's
Why is he hiding in
No.
disguise?
That's
Is
Fernando's.
he studying for a new role?
It's Fernando's brother. You can't be that. You can't like. What happens if I went across the street and then said Guo Ling and it was like another person? How would you feel?
I mean, if that person looked exactly like me in every way, I suppose it would just be an understandable thing that would happen.
Oh my
They don't-
God,
they-
there's two of you, Guo Ling?
No, I don't think so. I pride myself on my rather unique and handsome appearance.
Well,
Yeah, I think
Have you
all
ever
the
seen
other
Fernando?
tokens, despite being copies of each other, aren't copies of you.
Yes, I'm a cut above the rest. And you see him straighten his whiskers and mustache out a bit.
Fernando has 2 hands. Okay, the captain has 1 hand.
I feel like a terrible detective. Good point.
Yes, the captain lost it in a horrible, horrible accident, but we don't need to tell you about that.
There's no time. If you do intend
You don't even know about how he lost it.
If you need to keep us, I think at this point you guys would, if you endured the bragging sessions. Remember, that's part of the mechanics of this.
I kind of want it to be a thing where everybody on the crew tells Django a different story about how the captain lost his hand.
Like Jack Sparrow
sort of like, I had a
thing,
grandpa. I had a great grandpa that was missing some fingers, and like every time he told someone why, it was a different story.
You want to Claximus' story?
I could see Bubbles doing that. Yeah.
Claximus' story would be he snipped it off. I snipped off the captain's hand. That's his story.
That's definitely the weirdest Roll20 bug I ever had. I went to open a character sheet, and it just opened another Roll20 instance of the same instance as the character sheet.
That's crazy. I wish that was like caught unrecorded.
Nah, I just closed the window. That was so weird. Okay. Yeah. So Guo Ling says, if you intend to do this thing for us, all of the 12 houses would owe you a great debt. More so, your infamy among our people and the region would be insurmountable.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
I would wager
once we
that
get back. Once we get back with the captain and speak with the rest of the crew, we will begin preparations to clear the Tsuchigumo from your lands.
So you will wait as long as it takes for not Fernando to finish his undercover mission?
But would you storm the enemy's base at half strength?
Well,
yeah, I just feel like we should run it half-cocked, guns blazing.
This time, what we will do is we will prepare by learning about the monastery that we were told of, and stuff like that.
I thought you were gonna say something, Claximus, like, now this is the time that fucking Claximus, since we're 2 men down, is gonna go and find a fighting pit and prove what a total badass he is.
No,
is there a fighting pit in the city?
I
mean, you know, if you want to, like, you know, do nerd shit, I'm sure Sandara would be really impressed by what a huge fucking nerd you are. So
I look right at Rosie. And I was like, our job is still the same. It hasn't changed. We're on this mission. We can't be fucking around on the mission while the captain's risking his life.
All right, guys. I think there's some tension we need to sort out here. Okay, small lady.
I don't want any fighting.
Okay, calm down, armor man. Small lady.
It's all right, kid. We're not fighting.
A problem with the Sandara person. Would you like to discuss it like an adult?
Someone was killed out here. And then he comes running back in. There's blood everywhere.
Glad to have you back. You can wash yourself off in that tub over there.
What tub? And he kind of backs up and he falls in the tub.
There we go.
I just sort of like cover my snoot to try to hide my laughter.
It's like we brought a toddler with us. So
I don't even know whose voice that was.
You're basically telling me, Claximus, that you're not going to take advantage of the captain being busy to make us all go watch you fight in a prominent fighting arena.
I mean, no, because we're still on the mission.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It'll be time for that
Eyes
after.
on the prize, Miss Cusswell. Eyes on the prize.
All right. If that's the case, what would you guys like to do? Probably get a long rest in?
Yeah, we'll start with a long rest, and when we get back to the ship, I would like to talk to Shivika.
Okay. Is your intention to go all the way through customs again, so that you can get back to your ship, so that you could sleep on the ship, or are you just gonna sleep in town?
Let's just sleep in town. We spent like a
because it's already like 2 a.m, so they're probably going to be understaffed at the customs place, which is still like on high alert in case anybody's trying to smuggle bananas in and out of the country.
So it'll take forever.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll sleep, and then in the morning we'll go see them.
Okay. So you guys hunker down in a local inn. The cost is negligible because you dropped a plunder when you rolled into town. And so you awaken. Breakfast is mostly just sort of a combination of fruits, but no bananas, because the people are a little paranoid about eating fruit, period, because of the whole banana insanity thing. So they have a lot of fruit they have to use up. So the inn is like, hey, these guys aren't from around here. They'll eat the fruit. So basically your breakfast is like just a huge platter of fruit. So.
Is this what I ordered? I turned to the waiter.
There are some rice flour balls that have been fried. And you are instructed that you could break open the ball, which is filled with like a gooey sort of like pastry filling, and then stuff the fruit of your choice into it, and then eat the whole thing.
I look at the waiter, I was like, did I ask for fruit?
Ribbit, you see there's,
Look with this complimentary breakfast, you don't look at
Crab
complimentary
cake, stop
breakfast.
giving him a hard time and just eat.
I ain't gonna eat no fruit. I want meat.
Fruit's good for you, crab cake.
I take Claximus's plate.
And as this is all going on, I'm basically doing like Goku and just shoving them in my mouth repeatedly.
Okay, hey, that weird bug's happening again. I'm gonna totally take a screenshot and post it.
Nice.
Because when it spawned like that instance, it also made itself into an instance of the monster character sheet and also Roll20. It's so weird. Like, I'm moving like the map. Is the map moving for you at all?
Nope.
Because I'm like moving the map and it's showing me the character sheet hidden beneath the map.
I'm not seeing anything.
Look at the bottom left of the screenshot I posted in Discord. See how there's like a monster's character sheet there at the bottom?
Nice.
Yeah, that's weird.
Huh.
Okay. Hopefully this will fix it. Okay. Hey, I don't know. I've been using this for like 5 years. This is the first time I've ever seen anything weird like that. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so the waiter, who is just a poor croakin, trying their best. Their throat sac is inflating nervously. They're making lots of ribbit sounds. They're kind of looking around to see if their manager's watching, and they're like, Ribbit, what would the large angry gentleman like instead of fruit?
Anything with meat.
I can bring you the jumbo mealworms.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Are they alive?
Okay. Of course.
Oh fuck yeah. Alright, yeah.
Alright. He brings you out a huge, like, punch bowl full of these, like, 1 to 1.5 foot long, like, pale, like, white worms that towards one end have nasty little mandibles, glassy black eyes, and 6 tiny little nubbins that are their feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Has Claximus have you eaten these before, Claximus?
I don't think so. They look delectable though.
Okay. How do you eat them? Tail first or face first?
Face first.
Okay. Then you have succeeded at this challenge. Because if you had eaten them tail first, they would have gone for your eyes. So, All right.
I motion the Kroken over and ask him, "Hey, you married? You got kids at all?"
Eh? Oh, frogcasts are not allowed to marry.
All right. I sort of take out 5 gold from my pocket and then drop it down in his hand. And like, here, this is for you. Get yourself something nice when you get off of work. All right.
Oh, thank you. This is what you call a tip. And he pockets the money.
And then his boss is gonna pocket that money later.
I mean, if he can keep it a secret, he'll definitely keep it a secret. Oh, nice. Let me post that up, Zeglu. That's a good one. Oh, sorry. You're not Zeglu anymore. My heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, you have your breakfast of fruit and, I guess, giant mealworms. And then head back to the ship. Go through, let me check. 2 hours of customs processing to get onto your ship. And then 3 hours of customs processing to get back off of your ship. So definitely make the time that you spent in 5 hours of bureaucracy worth it. So what do you do when you're back on the ship?
All right, I will
so
go
this is
speak
you guys'
with
ship.
Shipka.
What's the name of it?
No, I'm showing
It's
The
called
Bumbling
a
Bosom.
I'm giving Snuggly the tour. It was just like, this is the bumbling bosom.
Does the bumbling bosom have a figurehead?
Yes.
And what is it? I actually don't know this out of character either.
Klaxon is gonna turn to you. He's gonna look. He's just gonna point at it. It looks like that. And he's not gonna describe it because he doesn't know what it looks like out of game.
Yeah, hold on. You guys set me up here. I was waiting to find out what the fuck your figurehead looked like.
I mean, if you're gonna let me make it up, I'm gonna make it up because
Literally just a bosom, like.
Well, no, we did talk about it, but I think it was we were going to change it to that eventually.
So it's just whatever the original one was then.
Yes, we haven't changed it yet.
And what was the ship
I think.
before?
The ship
The
before
Man's
was
Promise.
was a man's promise.
He was
And
probably
the
around
figure,
the
What kind of figurehead is a man's promise?
a man's promise was a tabaxi mermaid, which
Yeah, so
isn't
it's
a
a
real,
tabaxi
which isn't a
mermaid.
real thing. But yeah,
don't tell anybody this, but I call it my little
I just-
drosha.
What's a drosha?
Shh, I
Oh,
said
Miss
don't.
Drosha, that's this lovely lady over here.
Anyway, I turn and I look back at the figurehead and I go,
No, I don't get it.
did someone say my name? I am
I
happy
don't
to
know.
see that
What's
you
your
have
name?
returned.
Oh, Miss
my-
Drosha, we're just introducing our new crewmate to everybody.
I see.
I
You have
look
picked up
Drosha
a new
and
crewmate.
down, and then I look at Claxmus and I go,
I get it.
Yep.
All right. Her brows furrow as she looks at you. You are a gnome.
Yeah, I'm a deep gnome specifically. Not
I
like deep thought, but just like deep, like underground.
Lift told me many stories of the deep gnomes who worked for Glimmer Wing.
I have no idea who that is.
Do you make it a practice to work for dragons?
Not generally, no.
We did just work for a dragon.
Well, yeah, okay,
Technically.
yeah. I guess you're right. So sort of.
The crew is very bored. We are stuck in port until you are ready to leave. I thought perhaps you had returned with just such intent, but I see that you are missing the captain and some of the crew.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
the
just like,
captain. Mr.
Play
Lift,
cards.
I'm kind of caught up in something right now.
I hope Lift is not making sex with the leader of this place's significant other, or secretly getting married, or murdering someone in the park.
No.
He probably has already done all three of those things.
Yeah.
I see. Well, how long will we be in port? Because I can have the ship repaired and cleaned, the barnacle scrubbed. I just need to know
Perhaps
how
we
much
could-
time we have to work with.
Do I know? Did she tell us how far the monastery was?
The mountain she pointed at was pretty fucking far if you are not going to fly there or teleport there.
I am pretty sure we can neither fly nor teleport.
Okay. You are looking at probably 2 days travel, maybe more.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Can I pull out a book?
No, yeah, you're right. We can't.
Yeah, you're probably looking at 2 days travel, assuming you can handle the mountains and nothing crazy happens on the way there.
And that's 2?
2.
That's 2.
2 days.
And then-
Yeah. Well, no, like 2, as in 2 days to go there, but not come back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just two days just to get there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're looking at least a week.
Yeah, we'll say a week. In that time, maybe we could replace that figurehead. Since this is Shenshu Bay, they might be able to craft some wonderful monkey figureheads.
Drosha
that's what the
looks a
capital
little
is.
sad when you say that, and she says, it will be very sad to get rid of little Django.
Is that what you
Wait,
call
what?
it?
Perhaps we could have a monkey holding little Django in his arms as the figurehead.
What if we just take
Would that
the
be
front
possible?
one off and stick it on the back?
Why don't we
Can
just
you have
keep
a
it?
figurehead on the back of a ship?
Yeah, like a afterhead.
I think we settle this the right way. We fight
With combat?
with
PvP combat?
who wants the no.
Are we? Is that what is happening here? And she kind of like starts feeling her throat and head area to make sure it's still connected.
No,
perhaps-
No, it's
it's
not.
a joke.
I
It
cast
was-
encode thoughts, and I pull out a thought strand, and I whip Claximus with it.
Oh damn!
Bring it on, big guy.
Now I gotta ask. Let's see. Your B team is not currently here because they're off helping Captain Bubbles infiltrate the monkey mafia.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
all right, on their fabulous side quest. All right.
Now, I was going to say something about Shivika, but I heard Annalura was saying something first, so you go ahead.
Honestly, it figures like we did the side quest, and they're doing the main quest.
I mean, that's a way to look at it.
That's probably what happened. Yeah, I want to talk to Shivika.
I mean, there's
It's like-
plenty of like mafia groups if you guys wanted to just, like postpone saving these people from the chest burster spiders that they swallowed and, like get involved in the Zodiac Mafia.
I'm
Just
good for
saying.
one quest per island, as I want to hit level 8 and not stay
Oh, I
level
see.
7 forever.
Okay.
We could check out some of the fun places around town while we're waiting for the captain.
Now, I know that we try to run a family-friendly game on Thursday nights, so I will not tell you what the House of the Rabbit is specialized in.
Is
so
it
we just-
screeching? Is it screeching? Because that's that's
Oh,
what I
there is
heard.
another thing.
There is a lot of screeching, but they do run the sex trade of Cho Tzu. They are in charge of all the brothels and anything related to the carnal delights falls underneath House Rabbit.
So, have we had our long rest yet?
Yeah, you totally did.
Okay. I need to roll for charges.
So as Anallura is talking with Shivaka, I'm just sort
yeah.
of taking account of everything that's on her list. I ended up getting 4 of the Zen hatchlings she asked for. And how much would you want me to deduct in gold for the rest of the stuff that she wanted?
Let's see. You marked off the gold for the other stuff, right?
Yeah, that's you said it was 25 each for the Zen chicks, so that's 100 total I already took off.
Oh, yeah. I would say the other stuff would easily come in under 50 gold.
All right, let's go ahead and do even 50 then.
Oh, that's sweet Jade Empire music.
I got a mean hankering to play it every time I hear it because I never beat it. I got all the way to the arena and I couldn't beat El Ravager and I got mad and I was like, I'll come back later, and then I never played it again. So, which I thought was amazing that El Ravager was in the game since he was like a character from Knights of the Dinner Table or whatever. I was like, what an Easter egg.
Yeah, the PC version doesn't really hold up super great control-wise. Like gameplay, it's good still, like story and everything. But yeah, control-wise, it's funky.
So, Django, you have your goods.
I've got everything, but like I said, Anallura was doing something first, so it's like, well,
Okay.
she's talking.
Yeah, Anallura, what do you got for us?
I just want to talk to Shivaka and ask her. So Shivaka, when you were back in, is it Utsushima Island? Don't actually have. It is? Yeah. Okay. When you were back home, have you heard anything about a Tsuchigumo?
Okay. Yeah, she kind of narrows her eyes into 2 slits, and she says,
that's like a super evil kame, yeah?
Yeah. Similar to a spider, perhaps.
I do know the legend of Explicta Defilis, but that is not what you asked. I don't know much about it, to be honest.
Okay. Well, you can't mention Explicta Defilis and not tell me about Explicta Defilis.
She was like a naga, like one of those super nagas that you can't ever actually kill because they just come back to life. But she caused all sorts of problems for our homeland, and eventually she was chased away. And as it turned out, my brother and his friends, they went on a adventure, I suppose, to track her down and destroy her forever. And yeah, they never came back. But we've never seen her again, so I like to think that maybe they succeeded.
I'm familiar with this play.
There's a play about it?
Yeah, the Valorians have a play about it.
I have not seen this play.
Oh.
My brother's name was Froggo Shadow.
Yep, that's one of the characters.
It seems your homeland has been plagued by many dangers. The people there must be very strong to be able to drive out so many powerful enemies.
We Kroken are drawn to places of strong spiritual energy. Places that bleed freely into the Feywild. Those places become very dangerous because you can fall in between the cracks of this world and the next. It allows us to gain great power, but also draws creatures of great power to us. Often dangerous ones.
So what you're saying is that your leadership, due to this great power around them, also has a very large amount of responsibility? You might say that with great power comes great responsibility?
I guess. I mean, look, I didn't really fit in my homeland, so I left shortly after my brother did. But things didn't go all that heroically for me. Why is my backstory even coming up right now? You asked me about some weird commie.
Because we need to fill in the time. That's why.
And then I just sort of wave like, "Oh, Miss Shivica, I got that stuff you wanted."
Oh yeah. He's been going on about that like all day.
Yeah, he really has.
Has he been miserable about it?
Yeah, he really has.
He's been making us miserable about it too.
Shut up!
Yeah,
I can handle
he really
this.
has.
Yeah. Excellent.
She kind of rubs her fingers together.
Oh, but along with the things that were on your list, and I made sure to get everything.
Did you even get the baby birds?
Yes, I managed to get 4 of them. I hope that will be enough for whatever it is you needed.
Are they still alive?
Yes, they are. I made sure of that.
Where are they?
They're right over here, and I sort of like motion over to where I have everything stored right next to me.
Oh, they're so cute. Look at how cute they are, Django.
Yes, indeed, Miss Shivica, they are quite adorable.
You see her staring at them intently. There is a sudden whiplash kind of sound. Snugly, you check. It was not your whip. There is a poof of tiny blue fluff, and one of the chicks is gone. And you hear the crunching of bones.
Oh, is that what they're for?
They're so delicious. I haven't had one of these in such a long time. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Do they taste purple?
They are incredibly toxic.
How do they rate?
How
do they rate to the worms? Like on a scale from 1 to 10?
There's no comparison.
No.
But I don't think you should eat one of these, or you will die.
Worms.
She's just saying that, Crab Man.
Worms if I drink antitoxin before I do it.
You would have advantage to your saving throw against poisons.
As they're talking,
it's okay, Claximus. Even if you die, we could just revive you.
Yeah, but I don't want to come back as some weird like animal. I want to stay me.
Oh yeah. Don't do it. Sandara's not here right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So as they're all talking to Shivka about that, I quickly pop an antitoxin and say like, "Oh, and also I picked up something else, a little bit extra I thought you might like," and I reach in my pocket and pull out the diamond dragonfly.
Oh, okay. All right. Give me an insight check.
All right.
Okay.
13.
Despite her attempt at a poker face, she is extremely impressed / interested in this animated diamond dragonfly.
I mean, as you can tell, Miss Shivica, my tastes aren't very extravagant, so I figured this would be for you. Please accept it along with my apologies for my indiscretions before.
Wait, you had indiscretions before?
Well, our little fight.
Leave it, Django. Leave it.
Will you accept this?
Well, It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen, and I hate it. But if it is the best you can do, I will accept it.
And I just hold it out to her.
She snatches it out of your hands. It crawls up her arm and then sort of flits about her, and it lands on her snoot, and she basically just melts.
Heh. Ugly, huh?
I think she's having some sort of reaction. Quick!
You did pretty good, Django. I don't know how long you're going to be here on the ship, but if you would like, I am looking for something that was lost. Perhaps you could help me find it.
I sort of turn to the others and say, like, how much time do we have?
It might have fallen behind something heavy, and we'll need a large, spiky penis to move the crates out of the way.
You have
And
time.
I just completely disregard that.
I
and
can't
say,
help
like,
with that part, but maybe I can spot him.
I'd be like, you guys don't worry about me. Me and Miss Shivako will take.
Just get
just
going.
quickly
Get
run
out of
off with her.
All right.
Do you need my help, or got it?
Time will be fine. Thank you.
Okay. Call me if you need me.
That won't be necessary.
All right. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, Django, with advantage because you're antitoxin.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dang!
Very good. All right.
Darn!
Let's see the damage.
Yeah. There must have been some stuff behind some boxes, because you hear a bunch of boxes being knocked over below decks. So,
And I imagine lots of ribbiting and meowing sounds.
yeah. You can see that Rosie has got her ear pressed to the deck, listening. She's like, "Oh, that's what the ribbit was supposed to sound like." Okay. All right. So, you succeeded in your quest to make amends with your special lady friend. You have recruited a new ally. You're on the ship. You could just leave, never see Lift and Captain Bubbles again.
Captain Claxons. Sounds.
Boss, this is our time.
Mhm.
This is the time for you and me.
Mhm.
There's no, what's his name? Hammer Pants. Hammer Time. Hammer Face. Phipps Chumlet. Eh?
Yep.
I'll be your Phipps Chumlet.
You could be my co-captain.
And there's no Sandara either to come between us. We could have Annalora dye her hair red. Huh?
That's-
We'll just start over.
And that's
You,
when Claxton
me,
starts
not
walking. He just starts walking right off the boat.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yep, we gotta go back for Sandara."
No, this will be good. We'll make like a pirate sandwich, boss.
You
It's been a
make-
long time.
You make such a good argument. We should.
I mean,
definitely go
Annalora's
back.
a super ugly nerd, but I'd still, I'd take one for the team, sir.
Even when she's all glammed up, her 3 different glams going.
No, it's. I mean, the mirror image thing. I've given it some thought. It obviously has recreational possibilities, but not for me, because I'm not into nerds. I'm holding out for like a cool undead person that you're gonna recruit eventually.
Mhm.
That's gonna be my special someone.
Sure.
It's definitely not Annalora, who I am not interested in the least
My
at all.
My 17 says otherwise, but yeah.
All right, boss. Now that that's taken care of, we really could just leave. We just tell them that the Captain Bubbles is actually Fernando. He's mixed up in the Monkey Mafia. He's responsible for the bananas, and then we just swoop.
Nah,
We get out of here.
We're gonna learn about this monastery and who runs it.
All right.
So use that big brainier stuff for nerd stuff.
All right.
You want to do a history check right now, or do you want to go find, I don't know, like a library or something?
Somebody who actually has, written knowledge would be good, probably.
I see. All right. Do you guys wish to just keep using your plunder that you dropped to acquire access to a paid scribe's library?
Yeah.
Okay. Or do you want to pay out of pocket to hire a sage to cast divination magics?
Oh. What kind of sages are available?
I mean, these people
From
live
what
for
household?
These people live for centuries.
Wait, what? What are we casting divination magic about?
The monastery. Can you cast divination magic?
Not that spell. Not yet.
Let's look for a sage. I want to meet a sage.
All right. So is your intention to go find a sage and then hire them to cast a spell? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right. It is recommended that you go and speak with the great sage from the House of the Goat. Simply because people from the House of the Goat, or individuals from the House of the Goat, they make very powerful warlocks. And it is said that they are, when it comes to the arcane arts and the spirit world of the kami, they have the least amount of fear. They are willing to sort of push the boundaries and go further than others down the path of the arcane arts. So the one that you are recommended to go and speak with goes by the name of Gao Zhen Kang.
Gao Zhen Kang. All right. Yeah.
All right. So you find this out as you wait in line for 3 hours to get back into the city. So that's a thing. Maybe don't leave the city so much. And do I have an adorable goat token off the top of my head? Maybe.
Please no.
What?
Don't use...
Don't use either of them? Okay, I won't. Here we go.
Wait, what? What's so bad about him?
There he is. So you go to speak with Gao Zhen King. He is a wise sage of the House of the Goat.
Goat eyes are so creepy.
Yeah, goat eyes are super creepy. But also kind of awesome. Alright, so you go to speak with Gao Zhen King. He's got a really nice library. It is in one of the high rises, so you do have to sort of walk up an assload of steps because nobody here has bothered to invent an elevator yet. So it is a long climb up the stairwell. Did you hire like a tiny orphan tadpole to kind of guide you there? Like a little Gripply that's still got a tail kind of thing? And he's like...
Does he have a stick?
Oh, totally.
Stick?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we hire him.
Okay. He's like,
Thank you so much. With these silver pieces, I'll be able to buy some food tonight.
No, I give him 3 gold.
oh, wow.
Oh, my, sir. The other orphan tadpoles are going to beat me up tonight for sure if I don't spend this. Thank you.
And he leads you to one of the high rises and insists that the journey is worth it. And he says,
A lot of people, they believe that each step is an opportunity to rethink the questions that you're going to ask the sage, Ribbit.
and he just sort of hops his way up the steps. All right. As you reach the floor where Gao Zhengkang has set up his library, you see that it actually spans 3 floors of the high-rise that are all interconnected. He has a great many lady goats and younger goat dudes that are sort of working as acolytes and attendants. He himself is like, the big boss, hence his serious artwork. And he basically sits on a pedestal, levitating slightly above the ground in a reverse crisscross applesauce pose. It looks very painful. His eyes are open, but they seem unfocused. His body is stiff, but also limp. All around him, clouds of colored incense float and drift. One of the attendees, a young acolyte by the name of Quinlin, says, Gao Zhengkang currently explores the astral plane. But because of your generous donation, you may ask of him your question.
Yeah, okay, Tryhard. Why don't you calm it down a little bit?
Shh, quiet, Snuggly. Oh, great wise Gao Zhengkang, we have come a long way and traveled many steps to ask you about the monastery that lies beyond the mountains. We would like to know whose monastery it is, what dwells there, and what we can expect on the way to the monastery.
Okay. Quinlin, Mr. Overdo It, he says, if I might intrude, there are many monasteries in the mountains. You should be much more specific, for if Gao Zhengkang is to return from his astral travels to answer your question, you would not want him to be unduly confused by the ambiguity of the question being asked. Bleat.
Listen, there's more than one way to skin a goat. Maybe we should just go somewhere else.
Quiet, Snuggly. We would like to know... We would like to know about the monastery in which Tsuchigumo, the Dokufu, dwells in.
Oh, dang. You hear somebody drop their tea set when you say that shit. And everybody looks around, startled. Some people that were levitating in meditation fall over. Alphonse fucking falls over because he was scared of the sound that was made when the tea was dropped. He actually falls backwards out the door and starts falling down the 16 flights of stairs.
Oh boy, we won't see him for a while.
All right. The eyes of Gao Zhengkang come back into focus. And he says, Bleat, that is a name I have not heard in a long time. You speak of the foul queen of spiders. If she is in those ruins, if she truly has made it her lair, it is a nest of death and lies and poison. The ruins that you seek were once home to the great prophet Peng Hian. Peng Hian and his monks studied a special type of martial arts that involved slapping. It never caught on, and soon the monastery was abandoned. However, in recent years, it was used as an outpost by the monkey mafia. And now, the lair of this great foe of humanity, Bleat. The dangers that lie between here and there are many, especially if she knows you're coming.
would she have any reason to know that you're coming?
She would.
Then you might face many dangers along the way and be beset upon by powerful kami in her service, or agents of House Monkey. Should you prevail, you must climb to the top of Kong Yang Mountain. There you will find a secret path that hugs the mountain closely. It will lead you to the entrance. The entrance is guarded by a fat fool. He is powerful, though. You will need your wits to defeat him, for he is blessed by the kami to be invulnerable to all harm. Past him, you will find the remains of the monastery, and likely guardians within. You must bluff, bamboozle, or fight your way past them, for your target is clear, Bleat. You must make your way to the spider's nest. Do not be fooled by her illusions. Stay true to your course. Also, she uses a lot of poison and webs, so you'll want to protect against poison and maybe have some freedom of movement or something. That would probably be really good.
So that's how you really talk. You're just putting on airs before. I'll tell
Snuggly.
you what. They put on airs. They really get my goat.
I see.
I swear, this old timer is worse than Lift with this.
That's all right. I had to endure 2 weeks of werewolf puns. I could handle a few more minutes of goat puns, so it's totally okay. Just bring them out, march them out. So ram them right down my throat. Go for it. So goat for it. Nice. Bah. All right. So yeah, that is what he can tell you about her.
Thank you, wise Gao Zhen King.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave, do you happen to know if anyone is carrying a scroll of freedom of movement in this city?
Actually, you can buy one from the gift shop.
We will go to the gift shop.
It was all just a routine.
Because you are such good customer, you can have for 150 gold.
Certainly.
Hello to this joke. Wait, what?
Also, because you are doing a great service for all of Cho Tzu. I'm not like one of those NPCs that says you're doing an important job, and then you go to do the job, and then I'm like, good luck, I'm not going to help you. I am going to help you, so there's a discount. Don't say I never did anything for you. Bleed.
Thanks,
Awesome.
I guess.
Are you open to the opportunity for a side quest?
Possibly. It depends on if it's on the way.
Well, since you will be fighting many kami in your adventure, I would like you to collect their essence after they are defeated. I will give you a special calligraphy kit that contains many sheafs of spirit paper.
Ooh, that actually is intriguing.
You have to be skilled in the art of arcana.
I am skilled in the art of arcana.
Or calligraphy tools.
I'm not skilled in the art of calligraphy tools.
Well, if you had both, you would do really good at it. But either way, you need to capture their spirits right after they are defeated. I will pay handsomely, possibly with magical scrolls with additional powerful magics on them. I perhaps would even allow you to copy some spells from my personal collection.
That sounds nice.
That does sound nice.
We will do it.
All right. One of the acolytes hooks you up with a spiritualist calligrapher set. It can be used to capture the departing spirits of Kame as they flee back to the Feywild from their shattered physical bodies. Which means that it means you're killing them for keeps. Just so you know, you're going to be killing them for keeps.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
And we don't care.
Put that in my inventory.
I'm a pirate.
All right.
What's your Arcana?
A +10.
Oh damn.
Okay, it's the same as me then. Okay,
all right.
So you're good.
Well, I mean, you guys could probably share the kit if you needed to, like split it up.
All right. I'll hold this side.
Well, I can, as an artificer, I can, as a short rest, create any set of tools that I need.
Oh, so you just copy those tools. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Smart.
we would have, so we both have a set. And then we'll stop by the gift shop and pick up the scroll.
Do
So-
they have any, like plushies of Gao the King?
Of course they do.
I need one.
Look at how marketable this motherfucker is.
Yes, I need one.
They actually, if you're willing to drop 25 gold, they have some that are enchanted with magic mouth, and they say some of Gao Zhengkang's famous sayings.
Oh, fuck yeah, I dropped 25 gold.
Okay, all right. You have a talking Gao Zhengkang plushie.
All right, guys. It seems
wow.
like this is going to be a tough mission. It's really going to separate the sheep from the goats. After that, I've run out of goat sayings. I don't know anymore.
Take the scroll, old man.
All right, you now have a scroll of freedom of movement. As a wizard, you are able. This is on your available spell list, so you should be able to cast it. It's a 4th level spell. If you don't have access to 4th level magic yet, you will have to do an Arcana check, I believe, or a caster check. I think it might be a caster check. We'll have to look it up. If you go to cast it.
All right.
Can he copy that into his spellbook?
If he does, he will not be able to utilize it as a scroll. Like,
But,
it'll
yeah.
basically be used up to
It'll use a
copy it
slot.
into his spellbook. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Can you cast 4th level spells?
I
Okay.
cannot.
Oh, okay. All right, then yeah. All right, I would probably keep it scroll form. So, dang. I just saw that GIF, Django. Is that you coming up from below decks after you nat 20?
Well, that was actually what I was referencing when, after I had the talk with like the Fey lady. But I guess that works too.
Could've been used for both.
Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like that's been you this entire adventure, if I'm being honest. Like, one-hit killing stuff with quad damage crits and all this other... I mean, it's been impressive, to say the least.
Everything's coming up, Django.
You hear that, Orange Jesus? Everything's coming up, Django.
Except for
Alrighty.
that one time that you died.
That is a
I think
fluke.
he means just this adventure. Just this adventure.
Oh, interesting thing, like, I started an Odyssey of the Dragon Lords campaign on Wednesday, and I actually showed them the clip of when that happened, and they all got a good laugh out of it.
Oh, where it was like make a saving throw against death and then you died?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, well, you have successfully burnt up the time needed to get Lift and Bubbles back. Lift and Bubbles, I can 100% tell you what happened while they were undercover with the Monkey Mafia. So
We
feel
will
free.
ask them next week.
I mean, you can ask them during the week. You can ask them next week, whenever you want. Whatever they say.
Until
Whatever they
On
say
the
what?
spot.
Oh, okay,
We're
fair
gonna ask
enough.
them on the spot.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Then they will start. We will start next session with them telling us exactly how it went down.
Yeah, I guarantee they will not watch this video, so they will have no idea it's coming.
Fantastic.
Good.
All right. On that note,
If they do watch this video, I will give each of their characters 50 gold out of
I will give each of them DM inspiration and another 50 gold if they watch the entire video.
It's only 3 hours. You can put it on while you do stuff.
And we'll know that they watched it
But
because
will
they will mention this part to us. So that's how we'll know that they watched it.
That's fair.
Yep.
And they'll be able to answer no, I think we'll just make it super easy. One trivia question about something that happened in the middle of the video. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. All right, sounds good. So Animal Crossing in 38 minutes. If you're on the East Coast,
shit,
at least.
it is.
Are you gonna stay up?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna stay up, man.
Man, I got
It's
work
Animal
tomorrow.
Crossing.
I got
It's
work
Animal,
tomorrow.
man. You think I'm some kind of baby? I gotta
Well,
go to
you
bed.
don't
Can't
have
sit
to.
and play.
What time do you have to get up tomorrow?
I just work whatever I
Exactly.
don't want to say wants. Yeah, I work. I don't know. That's my life now. Is I work. Like, I made a horrible mistake when I told the universe, yeah, if I'm staying home, I could probably get all my work done in 1 hour.
You tempted
Yeah,
fate.
okay. I tempted fate hard, and fate sat on me and farted right in my face. So, all right. I'm gonna get. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna get prepped for some Animal Crossing. So, get some sleep.
Is it $80?
Oh,
What? It's what, $80?
Why would it be $80?
Is Animal Crossing $80? It's
Why
always
would it?
$80.
Why would a game
It's
cost
80 Canadian
$80?
dollars. That's how
Oh,
much it costs. That's how much everything costs in Canada.
when Canada talks about money, it's like it doesn't even make sense. It's like
$80.
wait, it cost $80,
Yeah,
and then you're
$80.
like, it can't possibly be that expensive, and you check the exchange rate, and you're like, damn, everything is that expensive. It's all that free healthcare. Down here in America, we don't have to worry about that. And we're doing great, by the way. We're doing great.
Yeah, instead
100
we just
confirmed
run out
cases
of
in this
money
state,
all the
yeah.
time if we have to go to
Yeah.
the hospital.
Just got the test.
Yeah.
Just got the test today. Great.
Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing super great. Okay, it's great. Everything's great. I'm gonna go
10
cry.
test kits per state, going great.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for
super
tuning
great.
in, guys.
Everything's great. We're gonna beat the corona with